Yes, people, big up yourselves, man. Welcome to Spurs Kings TV. This is the Rivals edition. I'm going to bring on some guests. We're going to talk about who won, obviously, the transfer window battle. But before we get to all of that, let me bring on my guests. I've got Mitch. How you doing, my bro? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. Not too bad. Saved our window in the last few days, so I can come on here smiling rather than being on the defensive.
And just for those people that are watching for the first time, please make you like and share and subscribe. Who are you talking about? What team are you repping?
Yeah, I'm repping Newcastle. Yeah, those that don't know Newcastle, but those who've watched before, you know that I rep Newcastle as hard as I possibly can. Pause.
All right, fighting the badge for Toon Army. Yes. All right, we also got in the building, folks. How you doing, my brother? You good?
Yeah, not too bad. Good to be back.
It's been a minute still. I can't lie. It's been a long time.
It's over the summer. You know what I mean? The transfer window speculation was getting to me. I thought I don't want to be talking about it too much. But no, I'm here to represent the champions of England, most successful team in British history. Yeah, and I'm from Liverpool South.
Hey guys, obviously he's Merseyside Red. That's what he's repping over there. But before I go into things, guys, yeah, please make sure you like and you do subscribe if you haven't been here before. Welcome to our show. Big up to the chat as well, man. We're a little bit late, you know. BPT, if you don't know what that means, ask a black brother. He will tell you what it's all about, man. But yeah, we're here when we move, man. We move. But yeah, I want to talk quickly before we get onto the actual transfer window. There has been something called the Champions League. Have you not heard of it? Champions League? You know about that?
Yeah. We know about them things there.
Jeez, so the White Club. We say we're like European champions, a European champion. You know, we kind of delve into that. But there's a few players that have been omitted outside of the actual Champions League squad. I wanted to get from your perspective what players have missed out because I'm not too clued up on your squads. So I want to start with Mitch. Is there any players that have been missed out or any players that have been omitted out of your club before we get into the actual talk of the window?
I don't think our squad's even big enough to leave anybody out, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Our squad is kind of what it is.
I say it's big man problems, big squad problems. Yeah.
Yeah. You man that have got too many players, and that doesn't really apply to us.
I think Newcastle should have taken the moral high ground and told Rissa that he can't come Champions League because of the way he's been acting up. I think that's.
We're doing that already. The behaviour.
I'm just saying.
You know what?
There seems to be issues. There seems to be issues with people's conduct. So I'm just saying that I think that would have been a good gesture.
Wow.
Hey, but we'll do it if you leave Isak out. We'll leave out Wissa.
We ain't got a problem with Isak's acting though. We ain't got a problem with that.
So wait. Is there a right way to conduct yourself? Did these players do the right thing? Player power. Should the players have not done that? Do you think it's the right way to go about things? Or do players do what Guehi did? Guehi, he was a well-behaved citizen, paid his taxes. He went to church, you know what I'm saying? He said to his manager, I want to go to another club, or the chairman, sorry. He hit top bins, did a leaving video on that as well, in black and white, memorabilia and that, and then he left. In the medical, their manager screaming, listen, if he goes, guess what? I'm out of here. So what do you guys think is the right way? Is there a right or wrong way? Do nice guys get left behind, and do the bad guys get what they want? Like, how do you not see it, man?
Do you know that they filmed a leaving video of him? Do you know that?
Yeah.
And do you know that his family was in the medical room all celebrating and all that, and he had to be like, with the shocked face, like, you what? Madness. But to answer your first question, Ash, about the Champions League, then we'll come back to this one. So out of the Liverpool squad, Chiesa has been left out, which I feel some type of way about, because I feel like Slot, if you don't like him, you don't rate him, just sell the man. Like, do you know what I mean? He's just bouncing around like, yes, what's going on? He's just bouncing around like, I don't know. Like, it's so bizarre. So, if you don't rate him for whatever reason, maybe he's not fit enough, he's not your player, then sell the man. Do you know what I mean? But he's hanging around like a bad smell. Now he's not in the league, in the Champions League.
Do you rate him though? Do you rate Chiesa? Do you rate him?
I rate what he used to be, and when he comes on, he's pure effort. So I haven't seen enough of him, bro. I haven't seen this guy's played one full game once in an entire year. So, like, I definitely want to see more of him. Give the man a chance. And one thing I will say, he's got technique. His technique is insane. I don't know if he can sustain it for 90 minutes, but the glimpses that we see, it's kind of like, do you remember Shaqiri?
Yeah.
Like, you watch him, you're thinking, this guy's like
dynamite.
Low
center of gravity, fast direction,
he's out of this world.
Close ball control, low back lift as well. He always gets a shot off, accuracy, whatnot.
It's mad. So
it's the injuries, though, right? It's the injuries that
must be injuries, bro. Like, I'm not even saying Slot should play him because I don't know. He's watching him day in, day out. So obviously, that we're not seeing. But if you don't rate him, let him go, because clubs will take a Chiesa. And when he's come on, he's not let us down. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not let us down at all when he has played. So I don't know. But they left him out of the squad. One thing I will say, saving grace, because I was feeling a way about it, but apparently when you go past the qualifying stages, you can incorporate more players. So apparently it's a certain number up to the qualifying stages, and then post that, it opens up for more players. So what we're saying is, if we make it post-Jan, then he can be included in the squad.
Okay. So is it just Chiesa that misses out then, yeah? Just Chiesa that you've got missed out?
Chiesa, yeah. It came down to Chiesa or Rio Ngamoa, and they took Rio and left Chiesa.
Oh, is that what they did? Because I had a picture and I saw both of them, so I thought it was both, but it's just one of them.
Yeah,
and it chose Rio over him. It's very interesting.
Very controversial, because I feel like Rio should be playing in the Carabao.
Yeah, that's what I would have thought.
League, I would have thought.
Chiesa's got Champions League experience.
This is international. Who was batting up the Euros like 4 years ago. So we need that, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. But yeah, man.
I want to something.
God,
I thought players under a certain age didn't need to be registered, or is he that young that he hasn't even got homegrown status or none of that?
Yeah, that's exactly right. He's that young that he doesn't have homegrown status. That was part of it.
That's a thing. I should know.
That is wild.
Yeah, he's that young. He hasn't got homegrown status. But someone like Frimpong has got homegrown status, which is bizarre, because I think that Frimpong, I didn't know this, but I was reading that at some point Frimpong was at Man City.
Yeah.
Right.
And
I
so
didn't even know that myself, to be fair.
So
That's crazy though. So if Arsenal had to do the same thing with Downham and actually use a squad place to take him to Champions League.
wow, I'm reading that Ranieri's not in the squad. Damn.
Wow, yeah. Ranieri isn't. Yeah, I did read that as well. Ranieri's not in the
Crazy.
squad.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's mad. Remember, he signed a new contract thinking he's going to be the main man. And then all of a sudden, they brought Eze in and he's like, Anyway,
Wow.
I want to talk about the Eze.
Hold on. Remember the Spurs though. Like, how do you feel?
Yeah. So we
being like he's been there a year. I know the managers have changed. I understand that, but no doubt whatsoever, he would have been told, "Come Tottenham, we're in the Champions League." Like, otherwise, why is he going?
Yeah, you know it's a mad one because Matt is Tell, obviously he came 4 minutes because at Bayern Munich he was like second choice or third choice in it behind the other wingers or forwards, whatever you want to say. He was like third choice in the pecking order. He's come to Spurs and I feel like he's fourth. You know what I'm saying? Because we've all got Odobert, who's very similar in terms of profile. He's a wide player, can play either left wing or right wing, and he's in the French under-21 squad as well. So imagine you've got another young player in the same position that you're fighting against. Then on top of that, we've got Brennan Johnson, who used to be the right wing. Frank's decided to move him left wing, and he was our top scorer. And the first 3 games, he's played Brennan Johnson. Do you know what I mean? And I think the reason why he's played him is because he's been scoring. That third game, obviously, he was anonymous. He went missing, But on top of that, what we've now done is we've bought another player called Kolo Muani. Don't know if you lot know about him.
Yeah, not very good.
Kolo Muani is a forward and he can play left wing and he can play right wing. So then you're dunking on Tell again. So imagine you're telling a youngster, yeah, look, calm, you get Champions League. Imagine he's gone straight into the Champions League squad.
But I thought Tell was a forward. I don't know why you're comparing him to winger. I never considered Tell.
We played him out on the left predominantly. We've the first few games we played him as a centre forward because we had a few issues with injuries. Richarlison wasn't fit. Solanke picked up a knock, so we put him as in January we needed a striker, and we played him as a striker. And then as Solanke picked up fitness, we moved him out wide, and he was swapping over with Son at the time. So ever since then, people have profiled him as a left forward, if that makes sense. So a man that will come off the left and try to score goals from that sense. But
like Gakpo.
Yeah, like Gakpo, yeah, like that. Yeah. Or Gordon for you guys, for Mitch. So, but obviously the level of experience is not quite that of a Gordon or do you know what I mean, or Gakpo. He's obviously quite young. He's like what 2021. So he's got a lot. But my fan base is split. There's a lot of fans that feel bad for him. They feel sorry for him and they're like, he deserves a chance. But then other fans are like, nah, he's not good enough. We need some players that can hit the ground running because what we're chasing for Champions League again for next season. We're trying to compete with the Villas, the Newcastles, and then trying to get back closer to that top 4. Because I think you guys have spent so crazy, and then the teams underneath you, like Arsenal, they've spent so everyone's spending. It's not like it's a vacuum where Newcastle, obviously, you had the PSR issues. Do you know what I mean? And we had a chance to kind of take advantage of that. But where you've sold Isak now, there's leg room for you to take advantage of that next season because you've bought, but you've got money left over as well, So it's very interesting. But yeah, man, look, I'm not going to lose any sleep, me personally, over it. Because like I said, there's so many other players that can play in that position. I was more concerned about the centre-backs and fullbacks. But I want to get to the main point of the conversation is that player power. Is it right or wrong? What do you lot think? Player power.
I'll let you go, Mitch.
Like you were saying earlier, I think Guehi's gone about it the perfect way. Guehi, I look at the way Guehi's done it, and I'm like, that's the kind of person I'd want in my friendship group. That's the man you can trust. Gives you his word, he backs his word, gives his all to the end, and I respect that. The way Wissa and Isak have gone about it, not so much. You've got a contract. If there's been a verbal agreement, you then revert back to the club and say, look, this has been the agreement. You've said it verbally. I'd like it in writing. And then if they don't put it in writing, you didn't already know that verbal agreement didn't mean nothing in the first place. And then you start making then you start trying to make an avenue to get out of where you want to be. You don't
I
just
hear your
go,
point.
right, I want to lose, I'm going to down tools. I mean, I want to
hear it.
leave, I'm going to down tools. Like, you can't be
I
doing
hear it. I hear it. And sorry to cut you as well. And I'm sure Gokes is going to have his 2 pence. But isn't it ironic that the good guy is still at the club and the bad guys got the move? Do you know what I mean? Gokes, take over, man. Let me hear your thoughts.
I completely disagree with Mitch. Like, completely disagree. I feel like 99% of the time. So I keep on hearing this thing about contracts and honouring your contract and all of this stuff. 99% of the time, the club does not honour their contract. They have a player, they give him a 4-year contract. If they don't fancy him halfway through, they make the player's life extremely difficult. And they do things that I think are unethical and that most people would consider to be unethical. So, like an example just off the top of my head is Højlund, right? I think all of us here would assume, we don't know Højlund, but we would assume that he's a good guy, like he's an earnest guy, gives his all, right? He went to Man United at a very young age. He's always trying hard. Maybe he's not the most prolific. Well done, Jay. Long time.
It's been a second, bro. It's been a second. Good to see you.
Yeah. So Højlund, like just as a case study, upright guy, tried his best, etc., right? He was placed into the team under strange circumstances, revolving door, no one to mentor him, so on and so forth. Look what happened to him. He's got 3 years left. I could be wrong. 2-3 years left in his contract. Amrim just said, I don't want him anymore. They ostracized the team just like that. He's not allowed to train, not allowed to even have lunch with them, actually. Apparently, this is all through the media. And they told him, find a club, basically. So when it comes to the clubs, and it's every single club, by the way, I've used United as an example, but it's all of our clubs. When it comes to the clubs, when they decide on a sixpence that they no longer want to honour the contract of the player, yes, they may still keep paying them, but they treat them like an empty crisp packet. It's almost like, or I've even seen things where they try to put them on lower. They offer them contracts on half the wages, and they try to send them to Turkey and all of these different places.
Basuma, Jay, Basuma.
So I definitely am not. I'm not on the train of Guehi's done it the perfect way and Isak hasn't. I think that Guehi's been. I think he's going to have big regrets. I think he's done it the wrong way, and he's got his comeuppance essentially. By the way, I don't agree with striking. I don't agree with striking. So that part, me and Mitch can be on the same page. But what I will say, it is a little bit naughty, but I think that Isak is essentially, he's not happy at work and he's called in sick. And I think every single person here on this call at some point in their life, happy at work.
Called in sick one day. Man's had 6 weeks off.
Let me land my point. I think every single person here has not been happy at work. And although we're getting paid, we've called in sick or we've called off with stress or whatever. And it's not the right thing to do. We all know it's not the right thing to do. But it may be a consequence of the bullshit that you've been having to go through. And I think that people are being very judgmental. But, I think that ultimately he's got the move that he wants. And it's proven, like you said, Ash.
Let me dive in on this, because I was listening before and I was like, Mitch said, I respect Guehi, and I was like, I was lining up, and I was like, that'll keep him warm. He doesn't have his multi-million-pound move to Liverpool, but Mitch's respect will keep the family warm. And Gogs, listen, I'm a big, I love you, but some people might be a little cynical to suggest that Isak, who joined Liverpool, did things the right way, and Guehi, who did not join Liverpool, did things the wrong way. I wouldn't say that, but a cynical person would. Listen, I feel like this summer's proven you have to be a bit of an asshole to get your move. Even Eze on the last day was calling in, and that's calling in sick, by the way, Goats. What you're describing is like, I'm bumming off for 2 months for mental health. Like there's a difference between the two things. So I'm looking at the conduct of people, right? And I'm saying, I bet. Look at Guehi's conduct. He is captain. Yeah. So that does probably come with a slightly higher barometer of behavior. Do you know what I mean? You've also got to factor in that Parish is a dick. Yeah. Like Parish is clearly a dick. Right. So
when he's going for free next year and he wants that paycheck.
But it's semantics though. Like, because if you said to them, because Spurs bid what 70 in January or whatever, 60, 70. So you can look at that and they'll look at the two trophies. Let me not call it a trophy because Arsenal fans will get upset about it because I'm classifying it as a trophy for Crystal Palace. So okay, he got the FA Cup. They would not have won the FA Cup without Guehi, right? So to them, is winning the FA Cup for Crystal Palace, and also it sets up a nice domino effect for them. They're in the Conference League. They should have been in the Europa League. They can win the Conference League. They win the Conference League. They're in the Europa League. So the domino effect of positivity by keeping Guehi is justified. I think sometimes as well you got to look at Liverpool a little bit here, in their desire to drive a excellent deal. They've gone in at the last moment, and things can happen in the last moment. It's the same. It's the same criticism that was leveled at Spurs fans leveled at Levy for Eze, like, oh, you left it too long, this and that. I think more blame should go to Liverpool because at least Spurs knew Eze's preference was Arsenal, so they had to wait for Arsenal to go away a little bit. Then they tried to do the deal. Okay, maybe you can do the deal faster. Liverpool know all summer Guehi's their number one target, right? Now it's deadline day. The motivation of Palace to get a good deal done, I don't know if it's there. I feel as well, there's reports with the Glasner conversation with Igor. He's saying that Igor, you're just an option. You're not the option. Like that's I don't want to say that's sabotaging, but that's pretty. I mean, if you're telling a new signing who's actively moving for game time that you're not really a priority, then I'm taking all of these things together and I'm looking at it and I say, nice guys finish last is the mantra from this window. Whether you like it or not, I think even Mbeumo, look how long his transfer took. Look how many times Brentford tried to move the goalposts because he was being a decent guy. Look at Visa. Yeah.
Look at Goalkeepers.
Yeah, look at
no, by the way, Visa took so long because Brentford kept moving the goalposts.
Yeah, but that's what
it wasn't because we waited till the last minute.
I'm not critiquing you. I think you could have done that deal for 40 million. Like the thing is that you didn't do the deal when you could have done the deal, but then they started moving the goalposts from what was an acceptable deal all of a sudden, and now it keeps moving, right? But there was a moment that it's the same principle of like you could have said when they first said we want whatever, you could have said here's 40, and the deal probably gets done. But you guys were like, nah. Let's look through the magazine a little bit longer. Do you know what I mean?
We offered 40 for Wissa about a month ago.
Bro, listen, I'm just saying, listen, we've all looked at the Argos. That's what Newcastle were doing this summer. Argos catalogue, striker shot.
With Wissa, the Wissa one doesn't count in that because Wissa's Callum Wilson's replacement.
Yeah, but listen,
all of the others were Isak's replacement, so that's why that doesn't count for looking through the catalogue. Wissa was always Callum Wilson's replacement in our eyes.
Okay, so listen, at the end of it, then I mean, the evidence is there to support Goats' point about it being a dickhead summer. Yeah, like I don't see compelling evidence to disagree. There might be the odd case. Look at Garnacho. Like, to be fair, Amorim started it. Look at me. I'm talking like a child. Amorim started it. But Garnacho, again, like, I'm only going Chelsea. Like, cheating on deals, not training. I don't know if there's enough evidence to support the fact that if you are a decent guy in transfer negotiations, you're going to be able to get your move. I can't. Not this summer. I've not seen. Look at Nicholas Jackson and stuff like that. It's like, look at what Chelsea tried to do.
They sent him and they said, "Come back." Actually,
yeah. They said we're going to sign Pedro, Delap, Esteval, Gittins, all these man. You're out the project. Yeah,
and he's got a contract.
and you got a new contract that you only signed like 9, 10, 11 months ago.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're gonna force you out of the project. But just before you go, our striker got injured. So now you got to come back to the project. Yeah, the project that we threw you out of. Come on, man.
Like if it was any other club, I would back you on this. But that's Chelsea. They're just mad. That's just what Chelsea do. They're just a mad club. They did the same thing with Chalobah. Loaned him out to Palace last season. As soon as Thing looks a bit dodgy at centre back, called him back in.
Yeah.
Now they're probably their best centre back. The only other thing I want to add on the Guehi thing, he's lost this summer, but he wins when he moves eventually. Because the money that's getting paid for him is now going to be added onto signing on fees or whatever.
Let's talk about
so he's playing the long game in this. Remember, we've got an international competition next summer as well. So he's now got a full season at Palace where he's playing every game, where he's most likely going to be the England starter. Whereas at Liverpool, he would have had to fight for his place. And then next summer, he gets a bumper deal. He might even get Real Madrid or someone like that next summer.
That's what I was going to say. He's still going. Because in January, like he's telling me
pre-agreements, Jay.
Bro, Alonso might think back three. Guehi might replace Rudiger. Like, I see it.
But I
don't think he's of that ilk.
He's not. But that's if he stays fit. So imagine he has an injury now and he's out of contract. He's FUCKED, not even a monthly pay coming in. So yeah, you're right. He can get a massive deal next summer. But God forbid he's out for any period of time.
I'm not gonna lie, Gokes. Yeah, if Guehi did his ACL right now, I could still see top 6 clubs buying him getting him next.
I would pass medical.
ACL on the 29th of December. Clubs would be having conversations with him.
Bro, that's what I'm trying to say, bro. Like,
100%,
bro. Yeah.
Right, let me bring Olu in. Big up Olu, man. What you saying?
Big up. Evening, gents.
What are you saying? You reckon Liverpool are a bit nasty? How they were doing the bullying? They were doing
start with Goalkeeper, man. He's an Arsenal man. So let's start
there.
Wait.
This is classic. This is covers.
Is that why you've done this as the top row? This is why this is the top row, Ash? We've got a top row of striking strikers.
First of all, this is just classic deflection tactics, man. I said nothing yet. I said nothing yet, and it just deflected to Gyökeres. And we could talk about Gyökeres as well. Now, listen, when Liverpool naughty, a little bit. I mean, you gotta say, they obviously knew what they were doing. They put the word out there. They put the feelers out there, made the player want to come to Liverpool. But at the same time, the way I was looking at this: a footballer's got a very limited lifespan, right? Like, unlike us, we're going to work till we're, 65, whatever it is, right? And of course, they get paid a lot more than we do. So their retirement money, is long. But the reality, though, is still, in terms of a career, it's from 18, and if they're lucky, 36. That's an 18-year career. So I'm always for the player chasing their money.
Me too.
Or chasing whatever opportunity they want. Because I think we've all said it. At some point, clubs get the power and they turn around and go, actually, we don't want you. And just go out there and look at the number of players that have been released. They don't have clubs. They don't have something to fall back on.
Depression,
in terms of jobs. Depression, all these things, right? So we always look at it from one perspective. We look at the 1% that make it, not the 99% of those who don't make it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always going to be pro player in terms of you get the back. I go and watch. Listen, I'm an Arsenal fan, but when I tune in on Sunday or Saturday, I am watching the players play. I'm not watching the badge play. Right? It's not the badge that's on the pitch. It's the players that represent the club. So, Liverpool obviously knew what they're doing. Where this goes, obviously from a Newcastle standpoint, you're going to be pissed off because they've unsettled the player. And especially when you have such an affinity to that player, you're going to be like obviously
also,
it's bad.
Olu, just to add to that, they took Ekatike, a player that they wanted from long. They wanted from early.
Yeah.
And then they would have got Isak. I said, "Oh,
yeah, but that's the game. That's the game. The game is the game, man. You've got if you snooze, you lose, man. And Liverpool played a blinder in terms of they obviously the thing also we're looking is this: they probably also wanted Ekitike for months ahead, like months back. They don't just decide on a whim they want to buy this player. So they'd have had him as part of the plan as Isak as well, because they could spend so much. So in the end, it came down to Ekitike to decide where he wanted to go. He chose Liverpool. Like that's the game. In the same way, Arsenal have lost out on targets over the years to other clubs. I mean, even Isak, like for years, Arsenal fans have been going on about Isak and Arsenal. He's playing Liverpool now.
Hey, Yoms.
Oh, go on.
Well gone, Jones. Well gone. And one other point I'll add is I think that when it comes to money, there's relativity because most of us, most common man, common females, common people, we look at someone earning 100k a week and we're like, he's got a contract, so he's got earning 100k a week. What's he complaining about? He should honour the contract. He should just play for that money. But when you're in any space and you look to the people beside you and they're earning 3-4 times what you're earning, but your performance and your outcomes are much higher, you have a right to say, yeah, it's a lot of money, but actually I need X amount of salary, and it's all relative. It's relative in our workplaces, relative to footballers. So
when he signed
a contract, and he signed a contract for 100k or whatever a contract was, based upon his output and what he's earning and what he's bringing in and all of that things and his calculations that's gone into it. If there is a clear business case for him to be earning triple what he's bringing in, and he feels as though that contract doesn't suffice, what his outcome is, then he has the right to say, I know I signed that contract, I'm aware of that, but I need a pay raise. And that's what we all do as well. If we found out that the colleague sitting next to us at the desk in our relative jobs was earning 3 times what we're earning, it doesn't matter if we're on 200k a year, we would want 300k a year. If that's
I agree in that. I agree. Listen, you're talking to someone here who, Ashley Cole, I believe was well within his rights to do what he did when he left Arsenal. Because the promise was made to him in terms of, here's how much we're going to pay you, and Arsenal reneged on it. He was well within his right to move to, as much as I hate him for playing for Chelsea, obviously, I can look at it from a business standpoint that actually he made a decision because a promise was made to him and is reneged. And I mean, someone said, oh, we don't make players the victims or pretend like players are the victims. In the end, players are the ones who are driving the value for these clubs. Like, whether you like it or not, as much as we say we love the club itself, we watch the players. So imagine this. You're making billions to an organization and you're the product. And you're saying, I want a fraction of that money. And they're saying no to you.
The product is the whole, man. The product is the whole. It's not just the players. We've seen, okay. So if the players are the product, and the players do it all, we don't blame managers for any bad players ever again.
Oh, no, of course.
And then we don't blame the coaches for any bad players ever again. And we don't blame the setup of the club for any bad players ever again.
Okay,
because it's all the players, isn't it?
I'll say there's a high percentage of it that's still the players. Yeah. Like, ultimately, when we talk about football, we talk about football because of the players right now. We'll talk about how great Isak is. We don't talk about how great the nutritionist at Newcastle is, do we? Like, we don't really crap. I don't care who he is, but I care about who Isak. I care about
all that stuff. Put him where he is, man. It's about it's not even about all the money. It's about the way you go about things and the respect you show to the people who have helped you to get you where you are. That's what it's about. That's what this whole thing's about. It's not about losing money or not getting paid what you earn. You show respect to these people that you've been with for 3 years that have helped you build yourself to the point you're at. And you've basically just gone, right, fuck you all. I want to go. I'm out of it.
No, that's propaganda.
But that's what he did.
That's what he did. That's exactly what he did.
Mitch, wouldn't you say that's what he did to Sociedad when was it Sociedad he played for?
Yeah.
When he left. No?
Is that what he did to Sociedad? I thought we signed him when he was injured. I didn't realize he was striking. I didn't even know that he was striking.
No, must say he was striking. Okay, the striking thing is the way he forced himself out. But ultimately, at some point, he said, "F you, Sociedad. Even though I was injured, I'm going to move to Newcastle." Like, the principle is still the same.
Yeah, but he still trained and played and respected the club in a certain way. The way he's gone about this, it shows a lack of respect to everybody that's helped him to get to where he's getting.
Sorry, I've just joined, so maybe I'm a little bit.
Wait, Yums, are you watching? Wait, before you go, Yums, Are you watching football at F1? I just need to know.
I'm doing both. I'm doing
Okay,
both
cool.
right
Me
now.
too.
A
Okay.
little bit of both.
Hold on, but the thing, but Mitch,
So hold on. Is anybody defending the way Isak went about?
Goats is obviously, but the thing
What's
is
it obviously? Why is it obviously?
because he's just Liverpool.
Wait a minute. No, Jay,
Listen,
let
Liverpool
me make
fans
clarification for
are
Yoms.
notoriously a little bit hypocritical.
Let me
Not all of you, but a little.
Jay, let me make one clarification for Yoms. Yoms, this is not Isak thing. This is a player thing. So this is every single player, every single team. Because every single team treats players like trash when they're ready. Doesn't matter. Okay, this is my opinion. It doesn't matter where they are in their contract. I used Højlund. You weren't here, but I used Højlund as an example. Højlund is halfway through his contract. He is a model person. He's tried his best. At the end of the day, they said, don't come back to the training ground. And he didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't rude. He didn't have a bad attitude. They just mugged him off because they felt that he no longer fits their purpose. So that's what they do.
He's trash. That's why.
That's fair
He's
enough.
not good enough. You go into any job and you're not good enough, you get moved on. That's life.
This is my point. Isak thinks that Newcastle's not good enough. Do you see the double parallel?
No, he thinks that Newcastle. He knows Newcastle can't pay him the money he wants. That's all
It's not just about money. He hasn't come to Liverpool. He hasn't gone to Saudi. So you can't disrespect Liverpool by just saying it's just the money. He thinks that he is bigger than Newcastle. Clearly. So and in my personal opinion, no disrespect, he is bigger than Newcastle.
This is why I was hoping Guehi got the move, because this whole situation now with Wissa getting the move and Isak getting the move and Guehi not getting the move, it just shows you that nice guys finish last. Like, you've got to force your move. It's not nice. It's not pretty.
No. The difference between the moves are everything fell into place for the Wissa and Isak moves to happen. It didn't fall into place for Mark Guehi.
What do you, bro? You paid 55 million for a 29-year-old. What do you mean it fell into place?
Well, you're telling me 19 goals in the Premier League isn't worth 55 million pounds.
I'm saying that as a fan, you can always rationalize your team's moves. That's what we all do.
Clubs make it happen.
What player who scored 19 goals in the Premier League has ever gone for less money?
And my club was sounding a bit like Deji then. My club, was in the same situation as with Kane a few years ago, and we did not sell. Yeah, we didn't sell. You've chosen to sell. You chose to buckle. Kane was doing the same shit that Isak was doing. Kane was on golf courses talking. Hey, I love the Bruyne kids. Yeah. He's decent at De Bruyne, lad. He was out here pimping our striker. Gary Neville was pimping our striker on Sky Sports. Yeah, unheard of. Never seen since. Never seen before.
I don't think Kane went on strike though, did he?
Bro, he went on strike.
He went on strike, yeah. When Nuno was there.
Not for as long. Not for as long and not in the same contact, but he went on strike.
Because we weren't having it. Like, because as soon as you show weakness in this negotiation, Newcastle are like, bro, get your ass back to training. What are you doing? So my thing is like, I get where you're coming from. Isak has disrespected the club, just like Kane disrespected us, just like Modric disrespected us, just like Bale disrespected us, because all the players will potentially do actions that you consider disrespectful to ensure that they get what they need.
So has the club disrespected the players? So all the
listen, I don't know enough about this.
Chelsea has a whole second team. They're not even allowed to train in facilities.
A lot of those Chelsea players know what they're signing up for. They've seen the conduct of Chelsea with, like, that's like turkeys voting for Christmas. Like, you've seen what happens, when you go Chelsea, and you willfully go Chelsea, and when it happens, you want me to feel. I can't feel sorry for you. I can't feel sorry for you.
That's the one club we cannot bring into this conversation.
Yes, please, Mr. Trump.
Jay, that doesn't make sense because Newcastle have just signed a German guy who I've never seen. This tall, lanky guy. So that guy, now he's come to Newcastle. And if he pulls the same thing, people could say, well, you know what you let yourself in for? Look what Isak. It doesn't work, bro. You can't just say, because there's been precedent in the past, that any new contract, the the second party have let themselves in for that. I don't follow. I don't
But when players go to Chelsea, they know that's potentially going to happen because of the way Chelsea move. Chelsea's the one club we can't bring into this conversation.
But you should
Yeah,
know.
you can't sign for a club that has 150
You should
players.
know as Newcastle
Yeah.
then. You know as Newcastle that in using that same logic, you should know now that you're not one of the biggest clubs in the UK. So you should know that any player you sign that does well, they're going to want to leave. So don't get upset when it happens.
That's fine, but leave in the right way. Don't disrespect the people that have brought you to where you are. That's all I'm saying. Simple.
Is there a right way to leave for Isak?
There is no right way to leave. You have a conversation.
If he did it the right way, would you even let him leave? That's my point. If Isak had done it the right way, would Newcastle even have let him leave?
That's my point. He would be another Mark Guehi if he didn't do that.
No, not even just that.
Guarantee the stipulations were there. We met the stipulations. He left. Liverpool came in with a bid that was miles below what the stipulation was. The only reason the fee came down is because Isak, in the end, gave up his loyalty bonus.
Right, but by the same token, Mitch. By the same token, with all due respect, I want to be very clear about this. Yeah, Liverpool was still coming in close to a world, a Premier League transfer record. Yeah, like. I don't know how good you think Isak is. But
when you've just paid what they've paid for Ekatike and Vert, is fully Newcastle are fully in their mind to turn around and go, he's worth a lot more what you've paid for them guys. Just like Isak's allowed to say, I'm worth more than what you're offering me in the contract. We're allowed to say to Liverpool, he's worth more than what you're offering.
125 million Newcastle have got. Listen. End of the day, right? And like you'll say, there's a right way and wrong way to go. Isak will say, "Hey, if I didn't do it this way, I'm not able to leave." My point is, and I just want to understand because I know Gokes isn't this Liverpool fan, but it's a thing that I saw and I thought it was relevant, and I just want to put it out into the air, into the atmosphere. Is that Liverpool spent how much this summer? And this isn't a dig at Liverpool.
430 million, something like that.
430 million, right? Okay. What was one of the biggest criticisms that Trent got from Liverpool fans?
Fantastic point. I think you're about to make.
Yeah, it was that he didn't let us get a transfer fee.
Yes.
Okay?
Liverpool rejected a fee, though. That's what them fans don't know.
If you can spend over £400 million in a transfer window, did you really need that transfer fee?
No, hold on.
They didn't because they rejected it. They rejected a transfer fee.
What do you mean they rejected a transfer fee?
Liverpool rejected bids for Trent in his last year.
Yeah, but it was 20
Don't
something.
act like it. Don't act like. Yeah, but he was in his last year of his contract. He's a fucking right back. What are you going to pay for him in his last year of his contract?
You just paid 55 mil. Wait. You just paid 55 mil for Wisa. And I said Trent is a far better player than Wisa.
I feel like the Trent thing's a little bit different because we know that that's Real Madrid's model, right? They're tapping up players 2 years before their contract runs out, saying, "Don't you dare sign another one. You come to us." A year before the contract, they say, "Yeah, we still want you next year. We're gonna." So, like, I feel like the biggest club in the world moves differently. Like, I don't know if the Trent one is, and didn't they get 10 million for Trent in the end anyway?
We did, but the point is valid, though. The point is valid. I think this is where you were. I thought this is where you were going.
Yeah.
So here we have Trent, right? And in Liverpool, and for many Liverpool fans, he's a rat, the same way that Isak is a rat in Newcastle, apparently. But here we have a person who fulfilled their whole contract. But he fulfilled his whole contract, and people still hate him. And he took it down to like he fulfilled his obligation in quotes. Now people are saying that what he should have done is he should have signed a contract if he wanted to go, and therefore, when he went, the club would have got more money.
Money for him, yeah.
So everything, I'm trying to really impart this on you guys. Yeah, everything is in the club's favour. If you fulfill your contract, you're a pariah. If you don't fulfill a contract, it's a problem. What you apparently should do is go all the way to a contract, sign the contract, and then let the club have more money. But put it this way. When a player is at the end of their contract and the club doesn't want them anymore, the club doesn't say to the player, "You've been such a good steward, you've been a role model. What we'll do, we're going to give you a bump in raise your wages right? Give you a new contract so that when you move on, you're more likely to get a higher wage elsewhere. They don't care about
How
you.
should they do that though?
They don't. Exactly, but that's what
Don't you
people were
think
saying.
that
If your contract's running down, and you've got 8 months left, you go to the club go, we're not going to renew. You've got 8 months to find a new club. Don't complain when it runs out and you haven't found a new club. You're just not good enough at your job. Like that's nothing to do with the club.
That's my point. So when Trent left, people were saying the issue with Trent, if people don't know, is that he left for free. He didn't leave for free. He got 10 mil at the end. But the issue is, and the same thing's going to happen with Konate. He ran his whole contract down apparently, and then he left, and the club didn't get any money for him. That's what the media narrative was. When the player has no obligation to get an additional fee for him if he's fulfilled his contract. So the point I'm trying to make ultimately is that we're living in a world where the player cannot win. And what I want everyone here to know and realize is that the media, TalkSport, and so on and so forth is just an extension of the clubs. They are the bailiffs, right? Because if they don't report what the clubs want them to report favorably, then they'll cut off links and they won't have their little backdoor privileges. That's who's influencing you lot.
The contract makes the player strong, though, not the club.
No, it makes the club strong.
I think
it makes both. It works for all of this stuff works both ways, man.
United, right? Sancho was under contract. This guy said, "I'm not going no place unless the club offered me 300 or 320k a week, whatever he's on, 350k a week." Roma said, "All right, cool, we'll pay your wages and we'll give United 20 million pounds." He said, "Don't fancy living in Italy." And we end up, do you get what I'm saying? We end up loaning him for tuppence to Villa. How do you loan a player who's in the last year of his contract? It's basically a free transfer, and it's basically just
But I still think it goes both ways.
Yeah, I mean it does go both ways. The contract is there to protect the player and the club, and each entity is going to use it to power when it suits them.
Can I ask a question to Gokes? Can I ask about quickly, just a quick question? What do you think about Coutinho, the way he left the club?
There you go. Another example. Do you know what I mean? Like, we didn't want to lose Coutinho. We were on our face. We lost our best player. He threw a strop. Apparently, I don't know how true this is. He didn't go on strike, but he was in training, kicking the ball away and doing madnesses in training. And Robbie Savage, I saw an interview with him a little while ago, and he said that he was doing the same thing. Like, he wanted to get a move, and the move didn't materialize. He didn't go on strike, but in training, he was just like kicking the ball away and letting the ball go through his legs and just being like just not playing properly. And eventually he got his move. This is what Coutinho did, but we got money for him, so it is what it is.
Wasn't it Gallas who threatened to score an own goal if he got selected for Chelsea?
This is what I'm saying. Like, you don't understand. These players are hostages. It's not a tournament.
All I'm saying is, you man are lucky. You man are lucky. You guys have players that do that when they're trying to leave. We've got players that do that, and that's just the thing, bro. That's just how Onana's playing.
Also, by the way, everyone keeps saying, like, nice guys finish last in this transfer window. I'm sorry, that's not true, because there's one player who was very nice to his club. I still got his dream move. Let it all work out, as you know. Let it all work out. Man like Eze.
He was still a dickhead, not for dropping Tottenham out though.
His contract was
Eze was that bad bitch on the way to one date, got a call from a different date and just blocked man. Literally blocked man, ghosted him and went off to some next date, married some next guy. Same night.
Eze on a date. And when his girl went toilet, he's on Tinder swiping, bro. That's what he did.
Yeah.
He phoned Arteta. Madness. So don't.
To be fair though, I entirely blame Spurs for fumbling that bag though. That's totally. If you move that slow, like they could have wrapped that up real quick. Arsenal wrapped that up within 6 hours?
Nah,
you can't blame Eze on that. Like,
I think he was stalling.
Eze was definitely stalling, and also it's easy to get an A in the test if somebody gives you their report and you just copy it. Like, Spurs did the deal. Arsenal just came in on top and just, underlined a couple of things and changed
So
a couple of
do you
words.
think Arsenal make that deal without
I personally think Arsenal I think Arsenal were going to do the deal. Like looking back now, I feel like Arsenal wanted to do the deal. You don't just have like 70 million lying about. Do you know what I mean? Like
I'm money long, man. I'm money long.
And they didn't make sales. No, but Arsenal also didn't make sales. So it's not like Arsenal were like, we're waiting to make sales, didn't make any sales, and still bought the player. So that kind of tells me that they were always going to kind of buy the player. But like the way Eze did it, I think, of course, Eze stalled it. Look at the fact that Eze played against Chelsea. Eze would have played that European game, but all of a sudden, when Arsenal deal gets done, I can't come to work.
No, he was there. He was there. He was there. He showed up to the game in jeans.
He pulled a sickie.
He didn't pull a sickie. No, he didn't pull a sickie.
Didn't even take his boots.
Nah, he didn't take his boots.
He rocked up and was like, sorry, I left my laptop charger at home.
No, he literally pulled a sickie. He literally called his boss and said, I'm sick. I can't come to work today. That's what he did. So,
but did the Arsenal injury happen before or after that game?
Listen, I'm just gonna say I respect Eze and I like Eze as a player. However, for a good Christian boy to behave like that, I'm gonna now have to now focus on the fact that he didn't get a therapist between when Arsenal dumped him and his abandonment issues have forced him to go to the club.
Here's a question.
That's fine. Me and you, Eze, we're done.
Was that a blessing in disguise though? Because is Javi Simmons the better side?
Bro, I was having this conversation. I'm not as high on Javi Simmons as other people. I think he's got a great ceiling. I'm like, I don't know. I've not seen it. I've not watched Leipzig to the level I've watched Palace. I've not seen Eze's Prem proven. I'm a what you call it? I'm a stickler for Prem proven. I love me some Prem proven. Best league in the world. Why? Like if you can buy from the Premier, you got the money. Why wouldn't you? So, transfers should be about de-risking. Yeah, you're spending.
Although I hear what you're saying. Although haven't all the best players in the Prem been signed from outside the Prem? All the great players, right?
No, Shearer, Rooney.
Semedo's right there. What's his name? At Bournemouth.
Semedo. Semenyo.
Semenyo's right there. He's Prem proven. Baller. Go and get him.
Yeah, but the thing you say that, but like in the summer, I was saying I'd pay the 70. I swear we had a show and I was like, I'd pay the 70. And people looked at me like, why would you pay 70? 2 games into the season, people are like, oh man, what an opportunity Semenyo is. He was there for you. Like if people had come correct, because Bournemouth lost 4, 5, 6 players. If you'd gone to Bournemouth with 65 million at the beginning of the window, he's your player. He's your player. And afterwards, you'll look at it and say, damn, I should have. Because now, fucking 100 millions. Like, Bayern Munich, like, he's on the radar of bigger clubs now. And that's what you get. Because you need to gamble when you gamble. So, that's what.
Also, can I ask this question, Yoms? You know, when you're asking this question, is Simmons a blessing in disguise? I mean, who's the last great player who came from RB Leipzig to play in the Premier League?
What's his name? Spurs signed him twice.
I can't remember. I've forgotten.
You better not say Timo Werner.
Hey.
Timo Werner.
Oh, man.
I'm just saying, like, you know, the batting averages for players who come from Leipzig it's kind of very low right now. I mean, the best is probably the guy who played for Liverpool again, the midfielder.
Don't say the black guy.
Yeah. Naby Keita.
Wow.
But he's probably the best person to come from.
Hopefully Sesko changes that.
Someone says Bozo.
What about Havertz?
How you play for Leverkusen?
Havertz was Leverkusen. Like these German attackers and creative players.
Can we talk about Sesko for a second? But just before I go.
Yeah, let's talk about Sesko. Go on.
I mean, Doesn't he need minutes, bro? You don't want to play him?
Oh, show us, man. Show us, man.
Bro, my man don't even want to take a penalty. Where's he getting
Yeah,
minutes
show
from?
us, man.
Big
Yeah,
money, you know.
Oh,
Hey.
wait. But 1 minute. I remember it was like Gyökeres or Sesko, like who's the ballers in the who's Europeans' finest, and now like he's gun shy. What's happening, bro? He's
What gets to me is, you know, when people say, "Oh, his ceiling is high," big man. What ceiling are we talking about, man? That ceiling is.
He's not fit.
No, his ceiling is high. Come on, now. Let's not be disingenuous.
His ceiling's high because he's 6'5". He needs
how
a
do
high
you measure
ceiling
the
or he's gonna
ceiling?
bash his head, bro.
How do you measure the
Give
ceiling?
him some meat. Why is he not getting minutes?
I think he didn't have a pre-season, innit?
Oh, okay.
Have a pre-season, and I think he played.
No, he played all preseason.
Interesting.
Don't lie, Yums. You're lying right now.
He didn't have
You're lying on God's
as well.
internet. You're lying. I saw it. You played.
He
Don't
didn't
lie.
have he didn't have a pre-season.
You're lying to
He
me
did,
now.
bro.
But either way, pre-season or not, you pay that much for just play him, innit? Like I'm a fan of just playing him, so you're not gonna get any defense from me. But yeah, hopefully.
Bro, he'll be kept out of the team by Mason Mount, bro.
Yeah,
You're on the phone to Arteta talking about I might come over.
it's hard times.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, it's hard times.
Nah,
Hopefully.
listen,
But one thing I do know is that we will. It's a matter of time before he starts playing him, innit? But I don't agree with Amorim keeping him on the bench and all of this kind of stuff. Apparently, he wanted to take one of the first 5 penalties. Amorim said, "Nope, you have to take the last one because he had what is it called? Cramp in his leg. Like it's like let the guy.
Was it from the bicycle kick that he tried to do?
I don't know. Maybe it was from running around like a bus, like Gyökeres does. I don't know.
Hey, who's getting more goals? I want to know who's getting more goals, like Gyökeres or Sesko.
No,
it's got Gyökeres.
Ash, you're asking the wrong question again.
Go.
Question should be: will Man United have a positive goal difference first of all, and
Oh,
then
wow.
we'll know how many Sesko can score.
Ooh, ouch! I know that hurts, doesn't it? It hurts. It also hurts that we're both sitting here with zero to show for ourselves. But
What are you talking about? I got wins.
I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about? The shit that matters.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
Over here.
We don't mention that. We don't mention that.
You see, Black Panther. We don't talk about that here.
Stadium tour, come in. Here's all my wins.
But we were having this conversation before. I was having this conversation the other day. You might as well just like finish it with the striker rankings, like tier. I was talking about the tiers of strike. We just brought in Moani, and people were like, "Okay, what?" I was like, "What tier do you guys think?"
Hey, Gogs don't rate him. He said dead straight off.
Like, what do you mean, bro? What do you mean, like?
I don't know. Pause, but he's a bit stiff, bro.
Okay, he's not. He's like, he's got a touch of the Adebayors about him, but like he's a little bit. I feel like
Bayo.
I feel like Ekitike is what tier do you put Ekitike in?
It's hard to say, isn't it? It's difficult.
I didn't watch him play before he came to England much.
Couple of goals got your knees knocking together.
Would you be worried though that he's gone from PSG on loan?
I'm not worried about Ekitike. Don't worry me.
Not Ekitike. I'm talking about.
PK left winger now anyway because they've signed
that's what I'm trying to say. Moani, nah, bro. Listen, I'm saying Moani had an all-timer season with Frankfurt. Earned his move to PSG. The guy's a 1 in 3 French international. Didn't work out fully at PSG, which it happens to a lot of good players. You can look at like Ramos. Ramos is still one of the better strikers in the world, but he just didn't want to move. He'd still be better than a lot of the strikers that moved this window. So he's gone Juventus. This is a guy who's played for PSG and Juventus. The guy's got pedigree.
So why are Juventus not holding on to him?
Juventus couldn't hold on to him. They couldn't afford to buy him, and PSG didn't want to loan him there again. So it's one of those where, to me, I'd much rather have Moani than Sesko.
Jay,
you know what I mean? Like, don't
agree.
I
agree with
I'd rather have him than go Power Rangers. You know what I mean?
Jay, how can you trust the man whose name is Randall? That's all I'm just trying to say, man. That's a snitch's name right there.
That's an excellent recess reference. Excellent.
Now Preach is here. I'm gonna tag him in and tag out. But it's been fun. It's been real. I'll see you guys in a little
Fox, good to see you, bro.
Peace.
Don't be a stranger, yeah?
Most def later.
In a bit. Cool, man. Preach, man.
Well,
Go on.
Well, go
You
on,
finally
preach.
got your striker. How you feeling?
Yeah. We got EKTK, so I was very happy to get him still. Main guy, you get me? So free years.
We got Ikatika, yeah.
We got our striker, you get me? We got our striker. So, but now, do you know what? Like, I'm gonna be honest, yeah. I always wanted Alvarez from Atletico. So,
you don't want Isaac? Is that what
no,
you're telling me now?
I'm not. I wanted him originally, like when it came to the star name, but then I was like, do you know what? We gave Nunes 3 years. All we need is like a gunman. That's all we need. All we need is someone that can put away the chances that Nunes missed. So me personally, outside of a superstar, I weren't really bothered. Like, I just as long as the person could put that away. So the Isak thing, yeah, he's the best in it. So you want the best, you get me? So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying like I didn't want him.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
I'll be honest with you. Like, if we didn't get him, I wouldn't be like pissed and like FSG out. And well, you know what I'm like with FSG anyway.
I'm dumb. I forgot to ask him about FSG.
Let them man they get away. Let them man they get away. I can answer that question anyway. Good folks, we're still listening.
I can hear it out of his mouth right now.
I know. But the man has changed their tune though. But
yeah. He would have said, the centre back though. We didn't get Guehi. I know him. I know him. You cheeky.
So yeah, Ekatike, getting him and then seeing how he played, I felt confident, and it was more about just making sure defensively we fix up. I think the Isak thing's like a bonus. Like man, them showing off, them man they're showing off. You get me? But we got him, so I'm happy. And like, hopefully it's what we say, like everyone thinks it is, or hope it won't be, kind of thing. You get me? And
I hope not.
It's dominance, you get me? But
I hope not.
I just find it funny how everybody now believes 4-4-2 is coming back in after me and Toon got dragged through the mud for saying that about 6 weeks ago.
You know what?
No one believes 4-4-2.
No, I never dragged you through that. I never dragged you through that because I know Slot likes that as well. Don't get it twisted. I never said it. I remember when they were saying it in the group.
4-4-2 then? Is that for Liverpool as well? 4-4-2?
Possibly. Someone, I was watching it on YouTube. Someone said that we might do the 4-4-2 when Salah goes to AFCON. It might be something like that, or we could, or because of Szoboszlai now doing well in right back, Frimpong can cover. You get me, Salah.
Wait. Do you man really believe this is a long-term thing at right back?
Mitch, your face looked like this when he said that.
No, I'm just saying cover.
Because I'm seeing Bear Man going on like this is going to be a long-term thing yet. Like, listen to this, yeah. Any top 6 Premier League midfielder would look decent at right back because it's just one of those positions you get bare time on the ball. So for him to do well there isn't a surprise. But man's not a right back.
But it's profiling, isn't it, as well? Like, because obviously, if you look at them losing Trent, then if you look at what Sobo can do, it's not the same. Like, so for example, Curtis Jones can't necessarily do long passes like Sobo. So if you played Curtis Jones at right back, whilst he would play well, it wouldn't look the same. So Sobo's quite a unique profile because he's got a great engine as well. So I think in terms of that, it also alleviates a need of them, like a difficult question of on the 4 midfielders. There's a McAllister intensity thing that I'm starting to notice a little bit in the super high level games. He can get a little, you can get a little bit run past sometimes. It's not a consistent thing, but I've noticed it in a few games. And the Sobo energy in midfield is very necessary, but you also want to play Wirtz into form a little bit, and he needs game time and good, like £100 million questions that Liverpool have got here. Like, it's not like this, not mere peasant Peasants are arguing about whether Mateus Tell should make a Champions League squad, whereas the real royalty are saying, shall we play Isak on the left wing this week?
You've got to remember though.
The violin is up here, bro. The violin is right up here.
The thing is, you've got to remember, Slot will play 2-3 different formations in 90 minutes. I don't know if you...
Not 46. Wait, not like 46 like Arteta said he did once.
So, and that, I think that's just minimum that he will do.
Also, preach. Also, I need to just stop this. Sublos like glazing about him a right back.
No, but
he played against Martinelli. I can play against Martinelli. All I have to do is just stand still, and that brother will run the ball off the pitch himself.
To be fair, his ass was going 50p, 20p when Eze came on.
Yeah,
it was like Eze was only on for 10 minutes, and he was finding his face.
Exactly.
They're two decent games, but I'm telling you now, he's not right back.
I think that would happen to any right back after 70 minutes running up.
The emotion of that winning goal must have taken the little bit of energy he had left out.
That's
you put a centre midfielder in right back. Don't tell me they gas after 70 minutes.
No, because I've seen Endo.
Listen, if you
like Sobo is a much better right back than Endo.
But Endo's got no pace. That's the problem.
You're telling me if you watched that game for the first time, that was the first ever football match you would be like, no, he's a midfielder. He fit the role.
He had a good game at right back.
Played against Mart. Can we again focus?
No,
Marty,
listen. I understand
Gabriel, Marty, preach.
Olu,
you got
for me to hear that, I've got to pretend.
Brazilian names, bro.
Olu, for me to hear that, I've got to pretend that there's not 10 other people on the pitch. Do you know
Gabriel, Marty, Nelly.
Fam, no, I'm talking. No, but he wasn't just standing in the right back position and he was running up and down. He was passing. He was tackling.
But that's because he was
a lot more things than just running.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I know,
You're right.
I'm just saying.
You're right. But it's easier to do those things when you know it's Gabriel Martinelli
you don't
on the ball.
realize this is a profile that we've had it at Liverpool for a long time. Milner, we do it all the time. We've had this. Who else is it? I forgot his name. He went to Juventus.
Khedira. Sami Khedira.
No. From us. But anyway, it will come.
No, he played for you guys. Khedira played for you guys.
Anyway,
Emery Chan.
Emery
Chan. Sorry, I always get them confused. I always get Khedira and Chan confused.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So we've had this profile with us for a long time. We look for characters like this, and it works. So I'm cool with it. And you know what? He's that character in it. He's like, okay, I'll do it. But I know he's not going to keep him right back. He's not our new right back.
But can I say something on a real thing though? It's quite funny though, the narrative shift, because at the end of last season, and when I hear a lot of Liverpool fans talk about Szoboszlai, he always seems to be the one that they talk about as the weakest in the midfield, right? So even when Wirtz came in, it was like, who would you drop? It always felt like it was going to be Szoboszlai that would drop. It would be Gravenberch, McAllister, and Wirtz would be what people would say as a midfield. You do whatever with the right back, right? And now it's now shown how important he is. It's quite funny how at the start of the season, the narrative of Szoboszlai has shifted so much that I think most Liverpool fans will find it hard to say drop him once every single player is fit, because I think he just does so much for this Liverpool team to function right now. Now, if
they don't
drop
him, who does get dropped?
Sorry,
it's got to be that.
If they don't drop him, who does get dropped?
The German Jack Harrison.
Wirtz, yeah.
Nah, they can't drop Wirtz, bro. You don't pay that amount of money.
Wait, do you know what I heard? So you're gonna drop Isak.
Just to spite you, Mitch.
hey, cool. That just means he's going to throw his toes out. They probably want to go Real Madrid in Jan. I don't care.
He's got 6 years, bro. He can't do nothing.
Yeah, well, he can do whatever he wants. If he doesn't turn up to training, he'll do the same shit to you, bro. If Real Madrid comes,
we got Edwards. We got Edwards in charge.
Hey, you might be a bigger fish in the pond that we're in, but Real Madrid are the biggest fish, bro. If they come calling, it's happening.
We'll get 200 for him.
Wirtz is the reason why I don't see a 4-4-2 happening.
Serious.
And Salah.
What about 4-2?
Let's not forget Mo Salah.
2 2. Do you understand? Because
See the
remember,
Are you lot seeing the beauty of where the position that slot is in? Like all these formations.
No. I'm seeing the problems that Slaughter's got piecing the function inside together. That's what I'm saying.
You saw problems. You saw problems when you at St James Park. You saw.
You can say what you want on that. You won the game. Well done. But everything I said came true.
Bruv, you didn't.
Everything I said came true. You just won the game.
I'm going to mute for this one.
Everything to make it happen, and it didn't happen.
Everything I said came true. You just won the game.
No.
We battered you with 10 men. We battered you with 11 men because we had the system to beat your system. You just had a couple of moments that won the game.
You see, your point was here, yeah, and mine was here because I don't care.
Your point was we are Liverpool. That was your point. You
men.
didn't make any points. It just said we are Liverpool.
You cut me out. You just cut me out. I don't care if it was 10 men. We win with 10 men as well. You lose with 10 men. That's what I was trying to tell you. Whatever you were saying was right. I was like, I don't care. We will win. It's St. James's Park. 10 men or 11 men, we win, bruv. And I was saying it. You lot kept on bringing up the League Cup final, which is at Wembley. Like Wembley is a great place. Anyone can win there. But I swear Birmingham beat Arsenal there. Like it can happen. All I'm saying is St James Park. It's different.
Why you got to bring that up? Why you have to? There was no need for that.
We can roll back to this when it's still not working. When it's still not working in 2 months, we'll roll back to this.
It's always something new. This is what I'm trying to say. It's always something new. It's always a new challenge. And you know what we do?
There is no new. I haven't laid out any challenges. All I'm saying is your team doesn't piece together functionality-wise.
If you didn't say we're going to be winning in 2 months, anything else is a challenge.
All right, cool.
Because that's where we are, bruv. Because I've been talking like this all season and no one ain't listening because we watched this last season. You talked about buckets with holes. You know what I was thinking? That's an IQ test for nursery kids. Put the square blocks in the square holes.
And I said it like that so you would understand what I meant.
No, bruv, that's the levels you were on. You gave me an IQ test.
No. I could have explained it in the most complicated way you wanted to hear, but you would not have understood what I was saying.
I told you, lot, the emotion, you're going to lose because of emotion. I told you you lot made it about Isak. We don't care about Isak.
I ain't going to lie. Mitch, you just got to pause. You just got to hold that one, bro. You just got to hold that one. You man, we're talking about like abacuses and all of that kind of madness.
This is crazy.
This is mad. It was mad.
I'm still saying now, none of that stuff was disproved. They just won the game. That's simple as that. Everything. The way we were we still got at them the same way I said we would get at them. Did we not still get at them the way I said we'd get at them?
Didn't I say it was going to be dramatic? Didn't I say it's going to be entertaining? I was right all the time. The whole thing.
Mitch, it's not even worth it, Mitch.
I know, yeah.
He was ready to argue. He didn't even take his bag off.
Remember, this is from last week. Remember last week, man.
Running the house on the computer, bro.
And Preach is even being nice about it, because if I was Preach, I would be referencing that you guys told me it was going to be a war and then ended up with players getting injured yourself.
I didn't mention the word war once.
Not you specifically, but like we know the atmosphere that you guys bred, and that led to Gordon getting a red card. It led to it reminded me of, do you remember when Spurs played Chelsea? The Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
We lost control. Yeah.
It
reminded me of when I was watching Newcastle. These guys were on the line the whole game.
Yeah, but what did you say though? Would you say Would you say though in the second half the crowd also brought them back into the game?
100%. That's what they rode the wave. And the thing is sometimes like it's gonna overflow, and sometimes it's calm. They surfed the wave and they rode it, but that's why they lost the game, because the crowd was roaring them on to go get the winner instead of fucking defending the 2-2.
Oh man,
there's no team in that situation that goes right. We're gonna sit back in now.
Oh, bro, you have to.
Awesome.
Yeah. Hello. You would never come out.
Hello.
Arsenal always sit in though. That's just your reason.
I hear it.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Did you say no team? Did we do that at St James's Park? And we had 10 men at St James's Park and we went for the win.
What, you came and sat in, did you?
No, I said we went for the win. We had 10 men and
Exactly.
we went for the
That's
win.
what I just said. No one in that situation has just pulled that back to a draw goes, right, we're going to sit in now.
Yeah, you did say that. You did say that.
That was beautiful.
Experts at second do.
I'm just what I'm trying to say is like you did all the work. Like again, like Spurs. When you remember when Spurs lost 4-3 to Liverpool and we were 3-0 down.
That was
We
funny.
pulled it back to.
Oh yeah,
Jota hit us
yeah.
with the corner.
He's Jota sat down. Yeah, Jota sat down.
So I'm just like, listen, like obviously that is the most. And the thing is, Newcastle fans will go away with the moral victory. You know, like you played well, you battled with 10 men, all of this stuff. But Liverpool are the points.
No, there's no moral victory in losing.
I feel your fans definitely were doing the whole. I'm so proud of the lads tonight. They really that was.
That's still not a moral victory. We lost the game. It's as simple as that. We lost the game.
I don't know why they're from Zimbabwe, but yeah, you get the point.
Yeah, I've got to say that was a terrible, horrible accent. Horrible.
Let me listen to some Alan Shearer talking about his medals.
What did you lot make of that game though? Arsenal versus Liverpool, innit? Like, honestly,
horrible.
Liverpool went into that game, right? Like I want to say Arsenal went into that game, and I'm not upset about how they played in the first half. But if you have 3 number 10s on the bench and you end up losing a game to 0, not scoring, people are entitled to have a go at you about how you approach the game, because you can say it was suboptimal, because it's basically saying you were too scared to go and play that game with like man to man, and you went in with Marino over Eze, over Odegaard, over Dauman, you know, all these things. And that's, to me, that's where if Arteta has not had the criticism of his approach, because he's got the results. Why would you criticize someone who's getting results? Well, the margins here were basically set pieces, keeping it tight, and it could have worked. But
I don't know. I think that's a disservice. I think my biggest issue was Martinelli playing, because I just knew what Martinelli is now, and I think we keep trying to reinvent to see if Martinelli changes, and he's just going to be Martinelli forever. That midfield actually to me made sense, because one, Odegaard is injured, or he was coming back from injury. So in a sense, you go to Anfield. He's always talked about how like Anfield sort of terrifies him. I don't know why. It's just a stadium, but I understand it. So he went for control midfield. And if we're being truthful, in the first half, Arsenal had control of the game. Like it never felt like it was a back and forth game. Liverpool want to get into a tennis match, right? The first half didn't feel like that. The second half was when we started to lose control of the game. And then you start to see what Liverpool can do at home, right? But the thing is that he just didn't react fast enough. Personally, I'd have hauled off Martinelli at half time and said, right, Eze, go and give him something for 45 minutes to think about. Right?
But Olu, the only thing I'm going to say on that is like it wasn't just a natural drift of control. Jones came on, and all of a sudden Liverpool were able to dribble past your players. Yeah? So some of your players, so to me, I was seeing players like, and that's where you saw even Eze in that last 10, 15 minutes, like you're saying, the impact he had on the game, just in terms of Liverpool feeling like we can't just leave Sobo on his own against this player.
Yeah,
we gotta. But game state 2, Liverpool had the lead as well as half of those minutes. So for me, I'm just looking at it like the midfield worked in the first half. Martinelli got away a couple of times. Madueke got away a couple of times. They could have done more. I thought Madueke played well, but him and Martinelli were inefficient. Like if you gave, just like Salah was like terrible, but if you gave, say, Gakpo those moments on the ball and the positions where those players had the ball and the edge on their runners, I think it ends in goals.
I hear that, but also I think obviously when someone wins a game, you look at it from the perspective because they won, right? But when you even just look at it from the start fact, people talk about how bad Gyökeres was in terms of how many touches he had. I think something like Ekitike had 2 passes all game. Like it's kind of funny. The goal that they scored, which is a fantastic goal, totally switches what we saw in terms of what the game was, because for a large part of that game, the front 3 or front 2 mostly of Ekitike and Salah were not in the game at all. And I think part of that was Arsenal's way of playing. They were able to take them out of the game, and it took a wonderful goal Which
See, that's why you can't condemn Martinelli.
I'm done.
He helps with that though, because it's
I hear
Salah.
that. I hear that, but I'm just done with him. I can't do it anymore.
But doesn't that feed into the idea though that Arteta didn't really go there to try and to win?
That was going to be my point. I've said many a times he's a great coach from so many different aspects, but he picks the wrong tactic too often, and I think he got it wrong again.
What's the necessity with him having to win?
But that's the thing, isn't it? Is the argument is that if you're going to win the league, sometimes you have to go to places and be a little bit braver.
That's not
Why is Anfield that place?
You don't necessarily. Well, it just depends, isn't it? Because Anfield could be the place you go there and you get a win, and the belief that you're going to win the league kicks in.
I disagree.
The only way that would make sense is that why do we? So if that would make sense, last season Liverpool won the league. We were the closest team to them who had any chance of winning the league, barring anyone else, even though it was very slim. How many times did you beat us last season, Preach?
We didn't.
So that's bullshit.
Not necessarily.
My point on it is.
I don't think that makes it. I don't think that makes it bullshit.
It literally does, because Liverpool didn't beat us at all last season. They won the league. So you just said in terms of winning the league, you have to win at Anfield.
Wait, 1 second.
Let me rebut that. I never said that. I didn't say to win the league.
You did. You said to win the league. I was waiting for this. I actually listened to this and wrote this down, and I heard you say win the league. Do you want to do? Can we do VAR?
Let me speak, Chink. Yeah.
Well, you're lying.
I'll go
You're lying.
Right.
You said win the league. That was like the second, third, and fourth letters you said.
When you're ready, innit? Let me know.
No, but you're lying. I'm just highlighting.
Let me know, innit? You ready?
But you're lying, though. Let's acknowledge that, though, innit?
The argument is, in order to...
No, not just... You just said win the league, though, and you said you didn't say that.
I said the argument is, to win the league, you need to go to certain places and get wins and try and win.
Win the league, though. Let's highlight you said win the league.
Win the league.
And then I specifically asked you why Anfield is that place, because they won the league. You see
I'm just saying, I don't think it's whether it's Anfield or not. I think if you're going to win the league, you need to try and win every game. It's literally your mentality has to be, how do we win this game?
Did you win every game last season, Preach?
I think you don't know.
Did you win the league?
Trying to win the game and winning the game are two different things.
You're just making bare points.
Try and win the league. You can try, as long as you can try and win a game and not win it. But if you're not going to try and win the game, you're not going to win it.
So you're saying mentality.
What I'm saying, yeah.
I don't understand how that doesn't make sense.
I agree with I agreed with Yoms, like all of that stuff there, and then Salah in the interview said like that formation and that tactic was actually expected. It's one of the hardest ones. Like they know it's a problem for us. Type of tactic. So I was like raw, because I was saying raw is an element of surprise. You get me? Why like they looked so good in the first half? You get me? Because we weren't expecting this kind of. What Salah said that we was. I know he's a bit of a troll. I doubt he was trolling then, but he said that it was an expectation there, because it's like it's the hardest tactic against Liverpool.
Even Gravenberch in the second half said, if you listen to the interview, he said, they found it so hard in the first half, they had to change the tactics in the second half to counteract what Arsenal were doing as well.
My question is, why is it hard? Is it hard because that system beats Liverpool, or is it hard because that system stops Liverpool from winning? That's what my point is.
I think the system doesn't stop Liverpool from winning. That's the main point here. He went there not to lose and lost. That's the biggest problem here. He went there not to lose and lost. You can't go to a team that you're competing against in the league not to lose, and then lose the game with having no way of actually trying to win it.
I disagree. I think he goes into every game thinking he's going to win the game. However he sets out a tactic is what he sets out a tactic. And listen, everyone, listen. There's two things. First of all,
shot on target.
Just two things. First of all, people say, you have to go to a place like that and win to win the league. Like Man City for a long time could not win at Anfield, and they were still winning the league. So that proves the point.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
I understand your principle.
I'm not saying you have to win. I'm saying if in order to win the league, the mentality needs to be, how are we going to win this game?
I understand,
and I don't think Arsenal went to Anfield thinking we're going to try and win this game.
I disagree. That's why I disagree with you. But fair enough. We can't prove that because we don't know what he was said in the changing room. The second thing I was going to say was this: everyone has said, if you look at how Bournemouth and then Newcastle played against them, like the quote unquote template was there. So if Arsenal were to go and play what Bournemouth did, i.e., just sit back and go for the counter attack, everyone here will criticize Arsenal for why you just sitting back.
Not if you got the win,
right?
If
we lost,
just
everyone
sat back and scored 2 goals. You had 1 shot on target.
But the point I'm making, you're switching the point I'm making. I said if Arsenal took the approach, right, of literally dropping all the players back into their own half, right, and say we're not going to move from there, and we still lost the same way Bournemouth lost, right, we would criticize Arsenal for sitting back and going for a counter attack. I know how people talk about Arsenal.
Is that not what you've done?
Whatever we do, no, we didn't, because in the first half of the game, Arsenal had more touches in Liverpool's box than Liverpool had in Arsenal's box. So the stats even tell you.
Ollie, what I'd say is that there's a difference between banter and criticism. I think the criticism that Arsenal are getting is because it looked like from your team selection and from the way the game went that you guys were happy going to Anfield and getting a draw, not trying to win the game, and that's fine if that's the tactic on the long-term system of the season, right? And then the banter, if you did sit back and counter-attack and won, that's just banter. That don't even mean anything.
I know,
you know what I'm saying. So I think there's a difference between the two. Like,
I know it's banter, but when people talk about it, I just know how this goes. This story happens all the time. Right now, Arsenal called a defensive team. That's incorrect because Arsenal still scored the second most goals last season. They scored the most goals we had scored the season before that. Before that, they scored the most goals we scored before that. But we're still seen as a defensive team, right? Because Arsenal make it difficult for teams to beat them. But if you look at it objectively, Arsenal actually scored. Actually, no, sorry, it was third most goals. I think Man City pipped us to that in the last game. So we're still a defensive team. I'm just saying, most people said the template was there to play them. And I'm saying if Arsenal literally went, screw it, we're going to put Gyökeres in the halfway line and the rest of us are going to play back. We're just going to kick it long each time. Everyone here will criticize the hell out of and say Arteta is just playing Stoke football. So it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because I actually think he tried to take the game to them, and in the second half, we lost control of the game. That's what I think happened. But I think that is actually a more accurate representation of how the game went. But all we remember is the second half of the game, and that's what we used to formulate the whole game. That's what I think people do most of the time. And the goal, which is a world-class free kick, changes the whole narrative of how we look at the game. I think if you look at it objectively, you say those were the two top teams playing each other who cancelled each other out, and something fantastic had to happen for that game to swing the way it went. That's the way I look at it. But again, it's my opinion. Ash, you're mute.
Yeah, Ash, you're muted.
No, I hear it. What do you think about the whole? Because the narrative is that you lot played 3 DMs. Do you think that was a part of the? Like, do you think that was consequence? Like, if Arteta had his way, he would obviously play like a Wanyeri in that position, for example.
He could have done. He didn't have to play 3 DMs.
So,
but do you think Wanyeri's experience?
Marino's not DM, by the way.
Yeah. Marino the first half.
What is Marino? What is Marino?
Whoa.
He's just a random central
Mourinho's
midfielder.
only not a DM when he plays up front. He's a DM.
No,
he's a left 8.
He's a left 8. And also, if you remember the first half, he played most of the game high up the pitch. And then you've got Declan Rice, and Declan Rice is a box-to-box midfielder. So he's just to get from defense to attack as quickly as possible. The only person who really played DM that game was actually Zubimendi. And the heat maps will show you that.
Because only one person can actually play DM in the game.
Yeah, right. Or the narrative.
3 players.
They could all
best
play.
position.
It could have been like a double pivot DM with Marino in the 10, which is now
it kind of was.
But Marino to me is a left 8 box to box. Like I wouldn't call him a DM per se, like because him and Zubimendi played together.
Yeah, I was just going to say that as well.
In the midfield 3 though.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I think that's where the narrative is coming from, obviously, because
it's mad.
people feel like
it's still Ash. It's always narrative with our games,
No,
isn't
it is, bro.
It's never about the game. It's always about the narrative.
No, of course, but like when people see things, it helps to form like a narrative in their head. Which Olu's right, you know, in the sense that that's not always the truth of actually what happened. Do you know what I mean? Mitch is disagreeing because he thinks that Mourinho, the profile, is it the profile you're talking about with Mourinho, Mitch, or you
honestly played for 18 months at Newcastle as a DM, and he went to Real Sociedad. I've watched quite a few of their games. And he was still a DM. Like he was still a DM when he went there initially. Maybe that changed over the last 2 years, but he's been a DM from very young.
Maybe that's why he kept getting sold. Where he should have been kicking ball.
Hey, we only sold him because he got homesick and wanted to go back to Spain. So, but then he went and played DM for a good year because I watched him to see how he got on, and he was still playing DM.
So he switched when they got Zubi.
Yeah, he's actually like.
But the fact of the matter is, he's a natural DM, just like Declan Rice has played DM all the way up until he joined Arsenal.
Yeah.
So they're natural DMs. They're all three of them are naturally DMs. How is that even an argument? That's fact.
Yeah, but
he played DM for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't watch anyone but us, innit? So he ain't played DM for us.
I mean,
I ain't never seen it,
bro. My main point on the whole game was he went there to not lose and lost. That's the problem here. That's the problem that Arteta's got from this game. Like, if he went there not to lose and didn't lose, I wouldn't be able to say nothing about it.
How do you know he went there not to lose, not to win?
You know what's mad though?
Yeah. They had one shot on target.
What game does man go into it to lose?
Yeah, but you're saying one. I mean, how many blocked shots were there? Because remember, one shot on target is just a shot that's classed as on target.
Jesus Lord.
No. I'm asking. No, the reason I'm asking.
I have heard it all, bruv.
No. The reason I'm asking the question is
you are clutching.
I'm not clutching. No. The reason why I ask you this is how many? Let me finish the point. How many shots? How many shots did Arsenal have?
I'll find it. Let me find it.
No, find it. How many shots did Arsenal have?
He's lying. Olu, you want to introduce a stat called blocked shots? What the fuck?
It's actually a stat. Actually, funny enough.
Yeah, block shot. Yeah, blocks. Yeah, that is a stat.
Block shot is a
It's
stat.
9 or 11. I swear it was 9 or 11.
Arsenal had more shots than Liverpool in that game.
I don't even like the term assist.
I'm just saying when you look at it objectively,
I don't like the term assist.
Okay.
Sorry?
So you had 11 shots, yeah.
And how many did Liverpool had?
Two of them are from about 40 yards.
How many shots did Liverpool have?
9.
So they had less shots than us.
Yeah, 11-9.
Yeah.
So are you saying that you play better than Liverpool?
No, I'm not saying we're playing better than Liverpool. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the narrative of Arsenal. Because when Mitch framed it as Willie had one shot on target, you think that's the only shot we had. I'm saying Arsenal took
You could have been ballooning shots from outside of the box.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
So we still try to score a goal. It doesn't matter if you shoot from 40 or you shoot from 3. We still try to score. We still try to score. We still try to score.
Like, can you remember when? Who was it? Which manager was it that was like, "Oh, we had 300 crosses into the box"? Willie van Gaal.
Wow. Yeah.
Who cares?
We still took shots to score the goal. We just weren't great shots. So that's just intent.
So 90% off target.
All right, irrespective of this game, though, do you guys still feel like... Wait, can I ask a question?
What are you doing here, bro?
Wait, can I ask a question?
90% of my shots are off target. We tried to score.
The game is the game. The game is the game.
I can ask a question again. Who has had the best transfer window? In you lot's opinion?
Sunderland.
Are you talking about pound for pound? Is it pound for pound? Is it for pound for pound? We're talking.
Actually, not a bad shout. Sunderland's not a bad shout, but obviously Liverpool.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Doesn't even know what he does. Chinks, name 5 players. Chinks, name 5 players Sunderland signed.
Let's go to AI quick. AI quick. Hey, tell me. I need to know now.
I thought Sunderland had a good window.
They had
the 4th highest spender.
I'm thinking. I think I'm up to 4 in my head. I'm like 4. I think it's like countdown. It's like, all right, name the 4.
Give me a vowel. Yeah, I hear it still.
Who had the best window?
Who had the best window?
Obviously Liverpool, win it. Like
I don't
Why is
know.
it obvious? Why is it obvious?
No, boy, I think
they bought the
Fulham,
best striker,
you know
or second best striker in the Prem.
I think
Ekatike's been flying. They've got
No.
Frimpong, who's probably the outstanding right back in Europe. They got Curtis.
Wait, what? Sorry, what?
Frimpong was the outstanding right back in Europe.
Wait a minute.
What are we doing here? Am I lying?
Football hipsters. I hate football hipsters.
There is an argument. 2 seasons ago,
I
he was
hate
invincible.
football hipsters. I swear to
Hey,
God.
2 seasons ago, he was invincible, bro.
Am I
no
missing
argument that Frimpong's the best right
There was
back.
Xhaka.
No, I didn't say
I wanted to hear the argument. But there is no argument that Frimpong is the best right back.
you man hear things. You know you hear things. I don't know like what's going on. Let me tap the mic because you man hear
I could have sworn that's what this guy
you
said.
man hear things I don't say. I said he's the outstanding right back in Europe.
What the fuck
what does that mean?
Then?
That's crazy.
Does that not mean he's the best
What
right
it
back?
means he is, isn't it?
Nah.
Wait, Yoms.
If I say if I say I'm the
So-
outstanding salesman in fucking fintech sales, you'd think I was number one. Like, don't gaslight me. Like, that's like,
Maybe all the other guys are great and you're rubbish, Jay, in that
And-
situation.
and-
Maybe that's it.
guys,
He's
he called
outstanding because he's that bad.
guys, he called my block shots for Guehi, and he's trying to come here and give us this spiel.
So
What is going on
I've
here?
got 2 points to make. I've got 2 points to make, right? There can be more than one outstanding player. You know that, right? And
Oh, but you said he's the outstanding right back.
All right.
Which means he's the only one.
If we're gonna do
We are going to rush you.
Yeah,
We're
but
going to rush you
like-
tonight.
yeah,
We're rushing you
Wait,
tonight.
hey, Yoms, don't
Like,
let
look today.
it make sense.
You've been watching too much F1, Yoms.
We're gonna do semantics. That's fine. But am I missing something when you man
No,
are
say that again about
Frimpong? That Frimpong ain't a good player. Like what are we doing here?
no.
He's a good player.
Objectives have changed now.
Possibly one of
You
the
said to
possibly the
me-
best.
If you said Frimpong's a top 5 right back in the world, I'd say no. Yeah.
Why not?
If you said he's a top 10 right back, I'd say I'll think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'd probably still say no.
So give me
Where
five.
do you
Give me
rate the
five right backs.
Bundesliga, fam? Where do you rate the Bundesliga in the leagues? European league.
Bundesliga, third behind the
And then 2 seasons ago, he was invincible in the league.
So 2 seasons ago, in the 3rd best league, he was quality. Oh, shiver me timbers!
He was undefeated in the 3rd. How many leagues are there?
Like,
I mean, I wouldn't say preach.
Wait.
Preach. I wouldn't say. Wait, stop. I wouldn't say Lauren is the best right back in the world, and he was part of the Invisibles at Arsenal. So let's chill out on this because he was part of the team.
Give me. I want. Jay
Okay,
to
in this league, in the Premier League,
the English league weren't the best.
alone,
yes, he was the best.
Alone in the Premier League, yeah.
Timber,
Over Frimpong, I'd take Timber. I'd take
Reece James.
Livramento, yeah.
Reece
I'd
James.
I'd take Gusto.
no,
I'd
Just said Gusto.
probably
Other
take,
2 names.
I'd probably take Spence.
What?
As a
no,
right
Spencer's
back.
lockdown. Spencer's lockdown player.
As a right
Bodies.
Next name's going to be Wan-Bissaka, by the way. That's really going to blow your mind.
I would take.
Yeah, I've noticed you're looking in the corner a lot.
No,
What,
no. You said,
what screen are you using?
no. The thing is
Benny Blanco.
That's the side you look when you're lying.
No,
I would take Benny Blanco.
No, hold on.
Direction when
No,
you're lying.
originally, the point was in Europe and the world. I'm just doing Prem, and I'm up to 4. So
Benny
I'm just
Yayo.
thinking,
Yeah, but I don't agree
like,
with 2 of
not
them.
even-
Yeah, no, there's 2 OKs and a couple of debatables in there, Jay.
Yeah,
I-
you're just naming guys.
What about
Like,
Livramento? No.
Frimpong's cold.
Yeah.
Let's make it sure.
Timber, Livramento.
Him for a
Reece
Livramento, and he
James.
only 2. I'm saying definite. Reece
I'm-
James
I'm-
is too injury prone.
I'm still taking them right now in terms of quality. I think he's better than
Nah,
him.
Talent for talent,
give
yeah, but
me
you
bit-
can't have a player that doesn't play.
Yeah.
Give me Jed Spence because he's a lockdown defender. I like lockdown defenders. That's what I like. Guys who you know is a
Yeah,
long.
you're an
game
Arsenal.
for your
You're an
winger.
Arsenal fan. We know that. Olu, don't
No,
worry
it's not
about
that. Oh, so what would I say about Tottenham player? Nah, I like the fact that he's a lockdown player. He says, "Give me your best winger.
Yeah, defensive.
Let's see what happens." Okay. And
Mm-hmm.
listen, I'm gonna put my boy
What
up there,
happened? What happened?
Benny Yayo. Put him out there, man. Listen,
Yeah.
that guy,
Mr. White.
Mr. White, man.
it. Right, yeah.
Right.
Benjamin.
Oh,
Benjamin Sniff.
Frank
Benjamin
White.
Basic
man.
White.
Yeah,
That's right. Give me Benny. Listen,
Anyway.
when he makes those runs, when he's doing those those long distance runs, no one better.
So to the original point, yeah, like I don't understand how we're arguing that Liverpool haven't had the best window, and as much as it buns me to say it, they just have.
Arsenal have had a very good window too.
Yeah, I'd say Arsenal have had the best window.
Arsenal have brought in Eze, Zubomendi, Madueke, Yo, Power Rangers.
They didn't even want Madueke. They were signing. They're trying to get
Kepa.
Arsenal might have like hit it on the line, you know.
Arsenal might not have bought loads of players that start and raise their ceiling, but their floor has been raised. So everything's like they've filled every gap they had.
Yeah, Hincapié, Mosquera, Kepa, Zubomendi, Norgard,
Gyökeres,
Madueke, Eze, and Gyökeres. I don't know. I might give it Arsenal. You know,
it's got to be Arsenal. And they filled every space.
We raised the floor and the ceiling.
And also,
I'm just trying to be different, bro.
No.
Liverpool has still got gaps. Liverpool needed to sign a centre back, and they didn't sign a centre back.
It's not because of that. You saw us against Arsenal. It's not because we were defensively weak, bro.
Yeah, they played 3 DMs, man. I'm not listening to that.
Of his contract.
He's right.
Mitch, watch yourself, okay? Because you're the team who plays 3 DMs. Don't try that.
Game week 6, Olu.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
They played 2 DMs and a black belt.
Exactly.
No. We played 2 DMs and a halfback.
And a thug.
Joe Linton's a tight end, bro. That's what you need to know. Pause.
This is what I'm signing to watch out for, yeah? It's Harvey Elliott at Villa, bro. I think Villa. You, man, there, Spurs.
Yeah.
Newcastle.
Preachers on
United.
Alumni.
Who's your number one? Who's your number one? Who's your number one?
Watch out for Harvey Elliott.
For the window.
Yeah, Harvey Elliott to Aston Villa, fan. That's a.
Oh, you're talking about number one player.
But I think that's just they smacked it getting Harvey. Trust me.
Harvey Elliott is the number one move.
Do you know what a better signing than that is? Jack Grealish to Everton.
Jeez.
Yeah, but Everton they ain't got the rest of the squad.
Okay.
Like, everyone's
Everton will finish top 8 this season.
Listen.
No way.
What Ndiaye in the man.
Yeah. Everton are cold now.
Hey, Everton. Hey, watch out, bro. Watch out, man.
We've got them in a few weeks. That's
they're a problem. We're seeing like kind of Villa, Jack Grealish half merged with City Grealish. Yeah, he's looking different, right? He's looking real different
like
now.
A playmaker, isn't he?
Yeah.
Listen, guys, talking about Villa though. Last week
you've got an efficient maverick right there.
Yeah. Last week I said my hot take was that Emery's going to get fired this season. I am 100% sure that's going to happen now. I'm 100% sure.
Palace slapped them up, innit? Glasner.
Yes, I know as good as Harvey Elliott can be.
Jose.
I think they're going to be in massive.
You know what we might have to do?
But Lars, is Elliott better than Asensio, who they had on loan at the end of last season?
I think maybe at similar levels. Maybe
did you see the last few games of England and that?
Yeah, I get that, but I just don't feel. I don't feel Villa have moved forward at all over the summer, and so many other teams have.
With all due respect, that's by like being in like upper 6th and like pulling a GCSE girl. He was 23 playing under 21s. Like, do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those where he's not. He was playing it's same with Newcastle side.
Yeah, no. To be fair, Jay, there was quite a lot of that. England were like the 5th oldest squad in the tournament. There was quite a lot of 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like all these players who are shining, they're playing 2 years above development grade versus other players. So
a walk in the park for them.
I think Elliott can be good, but there's some of these it's like Liverpool. I like Elliott. I think he's a good player, but I remember them talking about Kelleher, and I've always thought when I looked at Kelleher, I was like, this guy is not a number one. This guy will wilt under pressure. And I've seen him first couple of games at Brentford. Some of these players are meant to be good squad players or decent squad players at that club.
I don't think
take them away from that structure.
Take away star players from Brentford here. Every goalkeeper would look like that, bro. He's had some
no.
I've seen him play I've seen him play
behind top defenders.
That was
That's what I'm
that
saying.
was
Take
so.
away,
I haven't
I
heard
just
that
said
many
that.
no's
Take
back
away
to
the
back.
top
Take
players.
away
Did I
Van
just
Dijk,
say
and
that?
you're gonna see what he's about.
Right. I beg you, mute him. Didn't I just say that? Take away the
No,
top
bro,
players.
we're making a different point.
No,
I'm saying
not. I
take
said
away
take
Van
away the
Dijk.
top players and any goalkeeper. will
No,
look like
I'm
that.
saying take away your top players in front of
No,
him.
I
take
said
any
a
top players. Take away.
Get Out said
This is
no
what I'm
that
saying.
many
Take
times.
away any top player, bruv. Take away their top players, bruv.
I thought it was Destiny's Child, man.
He said,
I thought that was Destiny's Child. Get me, man.
Yeah, meaty teams.
Out of nowhere, Wyclef come out of nowhere, man.
There's one trophies
no
and you're
way.
talking about he can't handle the pressure. That don't make no sense.
Activate time with
No,
Destiny's
I'm
Child.
not
winning
saying.
trophies, winning penalties in finals, and you're talking
Like
about
No Limit Soldiers.
I'm saying he's not a number one, bro.
But he's won trophies for us, bruv.
Yeah, not as a number one. He's a number.
Yeah, he
two
was,
who
bruv.
can step up.
Alisson
No,
was
he's a
injured,
number
bruv. We
two
was
that
reliant
stepped
on him,
up.
fam. You saw it. You was watching
He's
the
a
game,
number
bruv.
two that stepped up. He's not a number one.
Bruv, he stepped up, fam. He won us things. He's finals, bruv. I don't understand what you're
He's a
talking about.
number two who
Bruv,
stepped
do you know what kind of pressure comes in finals,
up.
fam? Because I
I'm
don't know
not
what you're
disputing
talking about,
he's a
fam.
good number two.
Bruv, do you know what pressure is when they're in finals, bruv? Are you telling me there's no pressure?
He's a good number two.
Are you telling me the pressure in finals at Wembley is easy to deal with?
I'm not, bro. I'm saying he's not a number one.
I know that, but you're because of pressure. Because of pressure.
No,
you're number one because of pressure.
I just think
challenging the because
I
of.
don't think he's that good. I think the fact he was behind the Liverpool defense. I think the fact he was behind the Liverpool team made him look better than he is, and now you're going to see the level that he truly is.
Everyone looks better around better players, bruv. That's why they want. That's why he wants to come to Liverpool, bruv.
So you're agreeing his level was artificially raised by having Van Dijk in front of him.
No,
you know, I'm disappointed in you Spurs fans letting them talk to you like this, like you're not the champions of Europe, you know.
No,
it's about Wembley.
Cats play with their food first. Dolphins and cats play with their food first.
Listen, I don't mind. Like he's riding or dying for Kelleher. You know, that's
ride or die, fam. There's receipts, fam. There's receipts.
I don't think he's a number one.
Fam, look at Man United. Look at Man United's goalkeepers, bruv.
Right?
What we got to do with this, bro?
Remember, I said
Yoms, would you like Kelleher in your net?
No.
Why not?
Got it a bit risky.
Yeah. Whoa.
Why don't you want Kelleher as your goalkeeper?
I'll take. Yeah, I don't. I'll take anyone in goal right now. Literally anyone. This new goalkeeper we've signed, I've not seen him play 1 minute, but I know he's better than another.
I guarantee you, fam.
Ideally, if I could choose Kelleher or a better keeper or a different keeper, I would look at what's out there. I wouldn't be going for Kelleher as my number one. Ideally,
I don't know. I thought he played well.
That's why you lot struggled to get 40 points last season, fam.
Right.
I'm telling you,
this is why.
I'm telling you,
Idi Amin over here, boy.
It's illegal to be gay, man.
Check the stats of how many games he played. Check the stats of how many games he played. Check the stats how many games he played, fam.
Yeah, man. But
Preach, he's actually having.
The reason why he weren't getting picked is because he had the best goalkeeper in the world in front of him. Our number two last season played better than all you lot's number one.
Relax. Sorry. Relax.
You started this.
Preach. Why do you do this?
Why do you do things like that? That is wild.
How many games did we lose under him?
Listen.
How many games did? Wait. How many games did David Raya lose last season? 4. The same amount of games you lost. And he won the Golden Glove. Be quiet about this, man. Come on, man. Step of respect. And he also had least amount of goals conceded. Come on, man. Don't be doing this. Don't be doing this.
Harry Kane wins Golden Boot. Tottenham don't win nothing.
You're shifting the goalpost. You just said.
What I'm trying to tell you is he helped us. No, listen. He helped us win the league. Yeah, he's talking about pressure, fam. Yeah.
So are you saying Raya? Are you saying Are you telling me if Raya played for Liverpool, you wouldn't have won the league?
I don't know.
No, exactly. That's what I
But
thought.
this is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm telling you what happened. You don't want to do pretend. I'm telling you what happened. Kelleher won us things. See the difference? You ain't got receipts, bruv. You want me
He
to
also had
imagine
Van
things to
Dijk.
make your point
He
right. And I'm
also
trying to tell you,
had
bruv,
Van Dijk and
won
Konate in front
things.
of
He won
him.
trophies, Wembley, penalties. How can he not be a number one? That don't make no sense.
Listen, as much as I respect, and I think Kelleher is a good goalkeeper, I just thought the statement when you just made is, as a number 2, he's better than everyone else's number 1. It's crazy.
True. You lost your head a bit there.
Especially when you've got a goalkeeper who literally won the Golden Glove, right? Also made it to semi-finals in the Champions League. You're saying the number 2 is better than that guy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah,
Good
because our number 2s won us trophies like
finals.
In finals.
He did not play by himself. He did not play by himself. It wasn't 11v1.
Be quiet, bruv. Be quiet. You lot are lower than me. Be quiet. Tomatoes. Because he's won things. He's gone to Wembley and he's won in finals.
This is why they should never give your niggas money.
Remember, last season, all those games you said we was going to lose that we ain't played yet, he was playing in those games. Yeah, that Real Madrid and Man City games that you said, oh, we're going to lose. It's over for you. Like, he was in goal for them. So don't give me that rubbish. I don't care about no Golden Glove, fam. I'm talking about winning things.
Should he have played against PSG then?
Yeah.
So he's better. So he's better than the best goalkeeper in the world then, according to you.
No.
You just said he should play.
When did I say that? According to me, Con. When did I say that?
You just said he should play against PSG.
And you said according to me. So when did I say that? Where's the accord part?
Wait. Did you say that basically he's playing behind the best goalkeeper in the world, which is why he couldn't play? So and I just asked you, should he have played against PSG? And you said yes.
So I'm
saying you're saying he's better.
So everyone does have a bad day in it. So that could have been a bad. So listen. So that could have been a bad day for Alisson, and it would have been better if Kelleher played. So Slot made the wrong choice. What are you talking about, fam? You see how when you make up things, I can make up things.
So you don't trust your number 1 then?
If we just stick to the facts, we can finish this conversation. Because he's won things for us.
Preach, your gang press ain't working, man. Your gang press ain't
every
working.
time I say something good, you do all that stupid. I told you, fam. We can end this conversation if we stick with facts.
Preach, do you think he's the second best keeper in the league right now then?
Right now?
Crazy talk.
It's Machiavelli.
Buying time on that one is crazy.
Right now, no.
So who is it then? Who's the second best keeper then?
That's
Raya.
Right? So there goes your argument then, because you were saying that Kelleher better than Kelleher, but now you're saying Raya's better than Kelleher.
Is Kelleher even
because he's top 10. Because he's playing poorly. That was not my argument. He's playing poorly. My argument was about that he couldn't. He's not number 1 and he couldn't play pressure. He couldn't handle the pressure. That was my argument.
He's not a number 1 to me. Like
he played. He's done it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, he just cost Brentford the game as a number 1 this weekend. Let's see how he does the other week.
Well, I don't know when he's got poor players in front of him.
Oh wait. So you didn't have great players when it's Liverpool.
I've seen Liverpool play poorly as well. You know.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen Gravenberch play poorly when we got like.
You don't really get to play
Gerrard's played poorly. Gerrard plays better with better players.
The game.
Bro, Gerrard plays better with Torres and Suarez.
What's the
wait. So Kelleher played well then because he had good players in front of him.
That's what I said, and it circles back to
but so then Gerrard's crap. I'm going by your logic because Gerrard plays better. Listen, Gerrard plays better.
Preach.
Gerrard's crap.
Preach. Can I ask a question?
Manager, footballer, because he played better with Torres than he did with Benteke.
Preach. I need to see your passport because I'm convinced you're an African politician at this point.
Bro, am I not lying?
I am convinced you're a
Nigerian
Nigerian politician.
Am I lying though? I just need to know, am I lying? Is that logic don't make sense?
No, it's not logic.
It is, fam. You're saying because of the players around him, because of worse players, that's makes him worse. I'm saying Gerrard did the same. Gerrard played poor around poor people. So
Gerrard not the best player.
Lampard played poorly in
outstanding goalkeepers. Outstanding goalkeepers are outstanding regardless of whether or not they have.
How does that make sense if you're the best? If you're the best player, you're the best player. If you're not the best player, you get raised by the other top players. So
outstanding goalkeepers play well regardless of whether they got a good defense in front of them or not. I think that's Jay's point.
That's what I'm saying.
There was years. I think De Gea got player of the season 4 out of 5 years because we were pants, like absolute pants, and De Gea was still dope. Oh, he's bounced.
You know what? Like he moved to Brentford for like teens of the millions. How are we going on like this guy's that good? If he was like £13 million, he would not be playing for Brentford if he was that good.
I'd take Trafford over him all day.
Yeah,
you would take half the goalies in the league over him.
I might take 18 goalies over him.
Pictures of light like this, you know.
The upper hand, yeah.
Preachers like Princeton, innit? When the alums leave, they ride or die to the death, bro. Once you're part of that sorority, you've got the backing forever.
Yeah, bro, we're talking about Kelleher. It went quiet. Gerrard,
we did like 20 minutes on Kelleher.
On Kelleher, you know.
I can't even pronounce his first name, and we've just done 20 minutes on him for no reason.
I feel like I don't even dislike him that much, but like just because of Preach's position there,
I don't like him. I like him less as well.
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm literally going to be watching out for Brentford fixtures.
Hate watches.
I'm actually hate watching Kelleher now for no reason other than Preach's pissing me off. That's the whole reason. Why did
Rivals watch along hate watch for Kelleher.
One time at midnight on a video stream.
These times Kelleher's just chilling.
Yeah,
you know?
He's chilling. It's like Kelleher's out here, you know, chilling, giving interviews on international duties. My broke ass is discussing him on fucking. You know what I mean?
Bro, Kelleher's gonna wake up in the morning and be like, "Bro, I'm trending. My name was said 192 times in 20 minutes."
Fantasy team and everything. It's crazy. But all right, who else is your like player of the year? Like, We back.
Player of the year. What signing of the summer? Actually,
man had to go do a lap.
He's running like Terminator.
Yeah, man had to go chill out. Man had to just run it out of his system for a second.
They came back in a different room.
Yeah, right.
Chatting rubbish. You see your logic the same thing.
You know what? He's been arguing. You know he's been arguing throughout.
Yeah, stop talking.
Stop.
The Wi-Fi stopped, not me. You see that one though? I see it. You see it. You got saved by the belt.
The funk foe is back, bro.
You see that?
Back, making sure all your kids
Ronaldo meme where he takes his gloves off. That was the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah. All right, that's too funny. All right, so what's your man's player this transfer window then? Who do you not tip to be? You've obviously got Ekatike, there's Wirtz, there's obviously
you don't have to say Wirtz just because Preach is here.
No.
We're just naming bare Liverpool signings. Like,
I know, do you know what I mean?
They're exciting players. Now that people
didn't even start
Pedro. I'm sorry, Pedro.
Can I start by saying, are we allowed to say Thomas Frank in this conversation?
You can say that. It's up to you, bro. It's your problem.
That's fine, bro. Yeah, you can play Thomas Frank. You know what I mean? But like,
that's what I'm saying.
To the two Spurs fans, yeah. You can say Thomas Frank. Yeah.
I think that is the one thing, the one change we've seen over this whole summer that makes the biggest difference for any player.
I think some of you guys like. I think sometimes you got to be careful about results-based analysis. Yeah, like I don't mind results-based analysis. Yeah, but I like. The thing with the Premier League is margins. Like, there's so many games you'll play, it's 50-50. It goes for you on the day. And it's like, you look at City game, we played well, but City had that big Marmouche chance before we scored. Do you know what I mean? If he scores, different game. Like you see
midfield as well. From Forest. They changed the midfield from Forest.
Yeah, I think Frank's done well. He's gonna we're gonna see what he's gonna look like with some of these good players. I think he's gonna stabilize the team, and it'll be a good signing. I like João Pedro. I think João Pedro.
Yeah, he's.
But the funny thing is that he started like he means business. You know, I don't see any reason for him to drop off unless he gets injured or something, because it's he looks on it. But there's a lot of good players in the league. That's the problem about this league at the moment. Any team that you play away, that looks a horrible game. Every match
ever transfer window. Do you think this is the best ever transfer window?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is
Is this the highest spending transfer window?
Yeah, it's the highest. It's the highest spending. And when I look at the quality of the squads around the league now, I'm like, wow.
Overall, for the needle moving, I don't think I've ever seen the Prem do this before.
Bro, let's. If you look at Bournemouth, they I was looking at them the other day. They've got even Nielsen, Semenyo, Kluivert was on the bench. Season that Kluivert had last season. Do you know what I mean? And they even you got Fulham spawning this King youngster who's sick. He's just some random 18-year-old youth. You know what I mean? And it's just even Spurs, we've got Simmons and Kudus.
Anyway, Mattis Tell.
Yeah, Mateus Tell. I don't know. I just think this Premier League is just from watching Villa get sparked at home by Palace and watching West Ham go Forest and light them up. I'm just this is going to be one of those Premier League seasons.
So it's exciting. It's exciting again now, yeah.
Yeah, it's a every game is high.
League's exciting again.
I just got to say, just for the Wednesday when what's called signed for Arsenal, I've never laughed so hard and enjoyed such a day in my life when Eze signed for Arsenal. I think that for me was the funniest, and it made a transfer window for me. Just the meltdown, the analysis, for me.
Yeah.
You wrote loads of new jokes that day, didn't you, Ollie?
Oh, I was loving it.
You had to throw them all out last year. You've got a whole new set.
It's back. It is back. The jokes are back.
He was on his way to Spurs, and all he did was change the postcode, bro.
Yeah, bro. Listen, Arsenal got one over on us. If Xavi Simmons ends up being as good as everyone says he is, who truly won?
How old is Eze?
How old 27.
27.
28. Where's he 28 actually?
Yeah, we was that
again.
Next year.
Ash, it's not for you to worry about.
I was just asking. Sorry. June.
Yeah, next June. Yeah,
next June. He's in his prime, man. He's in his prime.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got Simmons. He's 22. He's still got some growing up to do. But yeah, man, let's see what he brings. I'm excited. He's got a lot of talent. He's one of those child prodigies, isn't it? From young.
And Odegaard works out.
No overestimating no more. Yeah.
Me, I'm not. I'm calm. This is just it's a new manager, new system, new players. I'm just enjoying. The league is. I think people are underestimating how competitive the league is. There's no reason.
Reach us one question and Jay developed a star all of a sudden. That was crazy.
I know the questions. It's a targeted question.
It's a tricky question, bro. We're playing all the top competitions. What do I expect? Listen, 2 European finals in the last 6 years for Tottenham. So let's see. Thank you. No, bro. Listen, I think we're capable of finishing top 5.
Hey, Yoms, where's Man U finishing?
Yeah.
You ask me this every week. Why? 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 Leave the.
Came back to that top 5.
I basically tapped your pockets and said, "We got for me."
I'm not saying we will.
The convos on Spurs.
Yeah, crazy.
That's wild. Top 5 is wild.
We're capable. We've got this.
I believe it though.
I'm not saying we will, but I'm saying we're capable.
Spurs got Europe.
There's no one else if not Spurs, then who?
Newcastle, isn't it? Basically,
Newcastle.
We're finishing. What do you mean? We're finishing 4th.
Oh, so who's finishing?
Tottenham and Chelsea can find it out for 5th, bro.
Chelsea,
Wait, what about Man City?
Who? Man City.
But for me,
Has-beens, man.
For me, Man City win the league.
What, you still think so?
Yeah.
What?
Wait. This mass. Wait, guys. Wait. I'm trying to figure something out. So, Man City win the league. Who finished second?
Arsenal.
And who finishes third?
Liverpool.
Liverpool spent 400 million.
Oh, I appreciate it. Real, you know, the beef is real, bro.
I've been saying for 3 weeks I don't see how this Liverpool team functions, and you now want me to say they would go win the league.
You didn't see how he was going to lose the other day, bruv, as well. You couldn't see that. You might just because you couldn't see it, don't mean it's there, bruv. You know when
All right, cool. Okay, cool. We can come back to this. If I've said it, it's there.
No, but I'm not even going to get caught up.
Nobody,
Man City.
Nobody really does, Ellie.
Why Man City?
All of that was said last season as well.
I had City to win the league, but after the start of the season, I don't know. I don't know if Pep's got the right players to pull it and win the league.
You knew that, though. Right? We knew that.
I don't know because they've had a pretty decent summer as well, and it's Pep in it.
But I don't know, man.
He doesn't get it wrong. He doesn't get it wrong for too long.
They've got the same problems they had last season. I felt. I think when teams want to transition on them, there's nothing much they can do about it.
We're kind of forgetting the way they ended last season, you know. Go and look at their stats from January to the end of last season and then tell me that they didn't do well.
Well, that's because they bought Mamouche and those players there.
Have they left?
KDB has, and KDB he's the one person for me right now.
Is Rodri back?
Yeah, but again, we don't know.
He's going to need a year. He's going to need a year to get back to that.
But why?
I don't think Rodri gets back to the heights.
I'm not going to. I won't say that because it's happened before.
I think
he was going to say Virgil.
I don't think he gets back. I think
also preach.
I think we start seeing in and out Rodri now. Pause.
Whoa. There was absolutely no need for the word in and out in that sentence.
In and out of the team, innit? Like,
that stopped me in my tracks.
Listen. Just please make sure you like and share, subscribe, and them things there.
I was gonna say preach. The difference between Rodri and Van Dijk is that we know Van Dijk was defending using aura, man. I mean, it's different to what this guy has to do on the pitch, man. Like Van Dijk just has to just stand there and people just tackle themselves, basically. So it's different.
Yeah.
The aura,
the aura just get me, just pure aura. Like listen, if Van Dijk was a character, he'll be Piccolo. He'll be Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z, man.
It did take him a year though.
Just standing still with his cape just blowing in the air. That's just just unfolded.
that's
Van Dijk, just aura.
City maybe you don't write them off though, innit, until they're out.
I just defensively, I'm just not convinced.
What do you expect? Like Spurs have beat City. Like it seems that if you have good run, and Brighton aren't even like the biggest, strongest team. They just have fast. They just had fast attackers. And they just ran at them until the 90th minute, and City lost. Like they just kept. It seems like if you have players that can break on City, and you've got some physicality in the middle of the pitch, like I'm not saying that City have players missing, and I think they're a lot better than what they're showing, but they've lost 2 of the first 3 games. Yeah, they lost.
United ahead of them,
but they've got United City is coming up, right? When is that?
That is right. The next game.
The next game.
Can I just say one more thing, yeah?
United are away, bro. That's a
beautiful
game for City.
Can I just say one more thing on this City thing, yeah? Because I was veering away from City just because of what I'd seen at the start of this season. They've now gone and signed probably one of the best shot stoppers in the world that counteracts a lot of these problems.
We will find. I put it this way: we will find out about Donnarumma and why, at the start of last season, right up to probably January, a lot of PSG fans did not want him playing for them.
Yeah, because he's rubbish with his feet. He can't play out.
Which is weird. Which is why I was quite surprised.
It's more than just. It's more than just that.
To play out from
it's
the
not. His shot stopping is
different.
different.
You're saying Pep's not going to be playing out, yeah.
We will start seeing different from City.
Mitch, when we played them at the start of the season, his shot stopping was awful because one of the goals he could have stopped.
But
he caught fire. I think
but then when now talk to Preach about when they played him and he was
but I feel like I keep on hearing Pep talking about how happy he is with Pep Linders and Colo Torre, and if Pep's basically let Colo Torre and Pep Linders run this season's playbook, it's a wrap. Yeah, it's a wrap for these man. See what I mean? Like these man could finish outside the European places if these two are running the playbook. Nah, bro. Pep, old Pep would never take Donnarumma. He would never take him. Yeah. So something's died. Like something within the purity, like the Premier League, maybe we've chipped away at him to a point where you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain, right?
I don't know if I'm the only one that's surprised that Pep's still here.
I was gonna say, I think
I'm a little bit surprised that he's still here. Like,
I don't think
they should have got rid of him, or he would have.
I would have thought he would have chipped by now. Like, what has he got left to do?
Also, I just think the signing's enough for him. Personally, I don't think they're for him. I think they're for after he leaves.
Do you know what I think's happened with Pep and why he's still here? Is because he's heard so much noise about he only goes into the big team, and when he does this, and it has to be the perfect team. His arrogance has got the better of him, and he's just thought, right, I'm going to try and put this right now and prove everybody wrong.
I just think that it's the new way now, and if you're going to leave, you leave the manager with a proper team in it. That's
but I think
I also don't know. I think City might have a bit of a on-field leadership issue.
Yeah,
like there's nobody there. There's nobody there.
If there's a new manager, that's what.
But you've also got to look at the quality of player that City are buying at the moment, and you've got to be like, how many of the if you look at the last 10, 12, 13 City signings, how many of those signings have been top draw signings? The quality differential that City had between, if anything, it's just the manager. They've still got a good manager, but because the quality differential of some of these players is not as big as it used to be.
Yeah, Mahrez used to be the man. Remember
Mahrez is the Sane's,
Brino in his prime, Silva as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like now you're looking at the team, and you're looking at Reinders, you're looking at Hernandez, you're looking at Oscar Bob, you're looking like Oscar Bob in previous City edition.
That is the one I don't get.
Why
is he persisting with Oscar Bob?
But because this is what happens when tacticos run things. It's the idea and the illusion of what the player could be. Player truly is in real time. So I'm like last season with Spurs, with Bergvall, Gray, and all our youngsters. The romantic of young players died in me this season. I will never romanticize young players and I am a realist in this dangerous Barclays Premier League. Yeah, you got to be a realist. That's why when I saw Arsenal signing Eze, they're saying to Ethan, "Yo, nothing's promised, kid. Like if you're good enough, you'll make it through." Like
iron.
And that to me is what top clubs do. Like these top clubs,
you gotta be ruthless.
It's not about saying, "Oh, we're not going to sign a player because we're going to block the pathway." It's like, "Yo, the player, you make your pathway."
But that's why I'm also a little bit.
Doing that with Rio now.
Foden ain't getting games.
We're doing that with Rio.
So it's all a bit weird at City.
I thought Foden was injured though. I thought he was injured. He was coming back from injury, no?
Foden's got a lot of non-football issues keeping him away from the game.
Babies, yeah.
There's some mad stuff going on with Phil.
I'm gonna quickly say though, Preach, like
allegedly
we've mentioned Telmore. What about Chiesa? If I'm Chiesa, I got left out for a 17-year-old kid. Piss off.
I don't know.
Wait, on that, I was going to say this earlier. So this is to both Preach and the Tottenham fans, yeah. So you've both got 3 goalies in your squad. Why have you left attacking players out and took 3 goalies? Because a lot of the other squads have only got 2, and then a young buck.
Yeah,
it's a homegrown thing. So we don't have enough homegrown players, so we can pack like under 21 Tottenham goalies in there because they're club trained, but we don't have enough space. So we actually have left so many. We left out 7 players, I think.
Yeah.
So we like Madison, Kulu, Dragusin, they're all left out.
Kai as well.
Yeah, so Takai and Tell, obviously, and someone else. But so basically, it's more. We've just got a big squad, and it's going to be nuts in like February when a few of these are back. Who's going to get left out again? Because like once Kulu's back, you got to assume Kulu's going back in. Then you got to assume maybe Dragusin might go in if he's fit.
That's why we were going for the English
Your
players.
first choice goalie's English then, because
he's homegrown, club trained. And the more
so who's Liverpool's? Is Liverpool's Freddie? Oh, it's Freddie Woodman, isn't it? So yeah. Safe.
So that's what it is, bro.
Makes sense.
And also, Kinski was kicking up a fuss saying, "Brother, you bought me in January. You promised me game time, and if I don't get game time, I want a loan, innit?" That's what he's more or less saying. So I think that's the reason why they've included him, because they probably promised them X amount of games. But they probably did the same to Tell. Because imagine we bought Tell for 35 mil, which is crazy to me. 35 million. This is poor planning. 35 million.
But I said this at the time when we bought him, and people were trying to. I was like, listen, it's the same reason why I was against signing a Lookman now, because people like, I was like, if you buy Lookman, you're in the same situation in 9 months when you want Semenyo or something. You just got too many players, too many wingers. I hope that Frank was honest enough with Tell to when he was coming in. But I'm pretty sure that sales outside the Champions League squad. So it's peak. Like we've all played Football Manager. He pops up. You know that notification in the left hand corner. Player requests a chat. You know them ones.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I don't know. You see Semenyo though, that could be another Eze situation because he's an Arsenal man, isn't it?
Arsenal are logged. I mean, it depends, man. It's like
Arsenal will want him. Arsenal, see if Martinelli and Trossard goes, because that's a possibility.
Yeah,
them men are gonna want a Semenyo, bro. So it's risky business. Yeah. Even like I see a little clip, like they've gone to international break. Him and Kudos in it, they're at the training ground.
And we need to get that
running up to Kudos. Hey, what was it for?
In March, bro. March, May next year. If anything, we should pivot away from Savinho right now. Just be watching this Semenyo Mane final Southampton season regen. It should be enough to be like, here's 75, maybe even 80 million. If like, fuck it.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? You set out the structure.
It's cheeky of that. It's right.
Man said you do all the groundwork, We'll come in and tap the card on the head.
Wait a goddamn minute. You have been caning me for 19-goal, 28-year-old Vissa, at £60 million, and he's just said 80 million for what's going to be a 26, 27-year-old Semenyo.
Isn't Semenyo 25 right now?
Yeah, but in 12 months he's going to be 26 guy or 27.
In 2 years,
does he not age? Is he not going to age? Is he not going to age in the next year? No, he's going to be 25 next year as well.
He's going to age. That's fact. You can't.
Bro, listen. If somebody's 25, they say 27 in place.
Yeah, you said 26, 27.
No, 26 going on 20. My words are 26 going on 27.
Who says that? What is the Sound of Music? What's this about? 26 going on 27.
People are just doing semantics today.
I know, yeah.
Jay, if he's 25 and you're going to sign him in 5 years, he's got to be 30, bro.
Is we said 29 going on 30? I mean, what are we doing here?
No, Wisa turns 29 tomorrow or some madness like that.
So next year, is he 30 going on 31?
Yeah, literally. I think we can start
at this time, no. But at this time next year, Semenyo's 3 months away from being the next age. So he's going on to the next age soon. Wisa's nowhere near going on to the next age. If he turns 29 tomorrow,
bro, you don't know that, bro. Like,
I've just Googled. I Googled it.
His legs could go tomorrow.
I Googled it before I said it, Jay. I know.
To be fair, I don't even think that age is the criticism of Wissa. It's the contract. It's 55.
Mine's the age. 29, 1 year left.
I didn't even hear how much the contract was worth.
That's outrageous.
Mad. It's actually mad.
You want a new young player or something?
Who?
Tottenham, innit?
What are we talking about? So we signed our new young striker, but we've also signed our Premier League proven goal scorer at the same time.
Bro, listen, I hope Vissa bangs for you, but you're doing too much. You're doing too much for a melanin Andy Johnson. You know what I mean?
Hey, if he bangs Andy Johnson goals, what is it about?
Andrew Johnson, you know, that's a
What is it about?
That's what I say.
Hey, I'm gonna stick up. I'm gonna stick up for Andy Johnson a little
Did he
bit.
play? Did he play
Andy
for
Johnson
Spurs?
bang goals in the Prem for 4 years. Whistle's
he
only
play for
done it for
Spurs?
2. If Whistle does it for 2 more, I'm happy. Calm.
Bro, listen, I'm just trying to say the depreciation. Like, I know you're thinking Vissa might be like, yeah, man.
Visa hasn't been bought for sell-on value, though, so the depreciation don't mean shit. We've bought him for his goals now. Not
fine,
what we're
it
going to
doesn't
sell
mean
him for
shit.
in 3 years'
Listen,
time. His
Mitch, it
goals
don't mean shit.
now.
Mitch, it don't mean shit. So let me not fucking catch you doing one of those fucking PSR videos about how we got no money to spend when you're doing £55 million deals.
Jay, I worry about money too much at work. I will not be doing it on YouTube, bro.
£55 million on 29-year-olds.
Jay said that so much like an African parent. Like, his hand looked 3D to anybody else.
That's
It
what
looked
bro.
3D to me,
These
bro.
guys are going to talk about the car. They're going to say top 6 cartel when they're doing these kind of deals, and they wonder why they've got no PSR room.
Hey, we've got bare PSR room as well, by the way, so don't worry about that.
Until you have to sell the fucking dinner label to the fucking training
we
ground.
qualify for the Champions League again next summer. You will see mad sponsorship deals coming in. Don't worry about us.
I don't want to qualify again for Champions League. I'll be honest with you.
Don't worry about us. We're
your mouth quiet.
I don't want them.
You think you're making Champions League again next season, man?
Yeah, I just said finishing 4th. Did you not hear me earlier?
You're not finishing 4th.
Cool. People told me we weren't finishing Champions League this season. What happened?
Yeah, okay. That's
I told
fine.
people in November we were winning the Carabao Cup. We
Twice.
went and won it. It's all right. These things happen sometimes.
Bro, I don't know why you've got this hubris after selling Isak and scoring like nil point goals in the first few games.
Where's Newcastle at the moment? Where are they?
Probably about 3rd from bottom. But it's who looks at the table? Who looks at the league table 3 games in?
Look at the league table for me.
I'll look at the league table from the end of last season, and we'll look at that, shall we?
When you haven't looked at the league table for 18 months.
Wait.
We've got 1 point from 3 games.
17.
That's what you want to. 2 points from 3 games.
Quiet. You'd never know. You would never know.
Oh.
You would never know, would you, bro?
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
And who you got next?
How many points have they got? 1 or 2?
2.
Okay.
They've drawn 2, lost 1. They ain't won a game.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, they got Wolves next, don't they?
Okay. We got Arsenal in game week 6 as well.
Wolves
by the
look
way.
scary.
You've had 2 players sent off in 2 games.
We've had what?
You've had 2 players sent off in your last 2 games.
No, Villa got a player sent off, and then we had a player sent off against Liverpool.
It's Gordon out for 3 games.
Real MMA business. It's working, Olu.
I told you.
We've only had 1 player sent off this season, by the way.
It's 3 games.
These man, you said we had 2 sent off in 2 games. We haven't.
Well, you know, always involved in
3
them.
games.
Olu, who had the most red cards last season, bro? Stop talking.
I don't remember.
That was racing.
But the referees.
This season.
Yeah, but our cards are different than yours.
Yeah.
Listen, our year is different to your year.
Chinks, me and you are the same, bro. Olu's cards might be different from your cards.
What's this?
Yeah?
What's this? What's happening?
When they link it up like...
I know, man. Look at fusion.
So who's Newcastle's
light skin fusion?
Yeah?
Huh? Yeah, next game, home. St. James's Park, Wolves.
And Liverpool's got Burnley away.
Speaking of Burnley.
Oh, man.
I don't think that was a penalty, you know.
Which one?
Burnley.
The Man United one.
That's a clear penalty.
Oh, yeah.
Outside the
clear
box.
as day. It's clear as day.
I think
You'll hate watching
on something like that. Why? I swear it's when the contact first happens.
Thank you. That's always the rule, Jay. That's the rule.
I was surprised that it's like,
not.
it continues. It's like,
Imagine I trip you up, Jay, and you run and then get in the box.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like,
that's bollocks.
Yeah, you shouldn't have continued fouling me, innit?
Ref, I didn't tell you. Why are you playing on me? Blow the fucking foul.
Yeah,
they've created this mad term of contact with consequence, so they can choose where the consequence part of it happens.
Yeah, the consequence is where he fell down.
That's
Do you get what I'm saying?
Why did you need to pause that, by the way?
Because I was gonna say when he went down, but I just
it does.
yeah.
Same.
So anyway, That's where but if you continue to foul somebody into the box, then you're gonna give a penalty away.
It's where the contact initiated, though, isn't it?
But
No,
the weird thing, with that one, the actual him holding his shirt is still outside the box. It's just Ahmad's feet that are in the box. So
bloody hell! Well, you've got your own personal VAR at home, yeah?
No, you can see that from like every image.
No, man, he fouled it. It was a stone
outside the box.
And it continued to inside the box.
Yeah, but it's at the start of the contact.
Listen. We're being a bit. Anybody whose team wasn't given a penalty for that, it's clear as day.
Yoms, all I'm telling you is
clear as night.
VAR is just loving being controlled.
Your days are mad murky.
I promise you right now, Yoms. VAR, if the ref had given the penalty, VAR would have come back and said, "Nah, he started pulling them from outside the box. You know, it's a free kick."
Exactly.
You reckon VAR just wants to be right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. VAR at the moment is just contrarian.
Well, what can we say in it? I'm glad that they did on that occasion.
Are you happy with your business, Yoms?
Yeah, I think we needed a midfielder.
That was not genuine. Yeah,
it's a bit mad.
That the raise in the pitch was crazy.
It was mad high in it.
Yeah, I
Barry
think
White said to the dream.
I would have been happy. I would have been happier if we got a midfielder. It's a bit mad that we didn't get one. Hopefully we get Belieber next year, but I reckon next year there's going to be a mad rush for him. So see what happens. So that's the only thing. Other than that, I'm happy.
What about the goalkeeper situation?
I think the only other real choice was Martinez, and I'm not a fan of his. I think he's a bit hype. I was saying from earlier, I don't really want him.
Right, but take away the hype, he's still not better than your goalkeepers.
But we signed a new goalkeeper, so we'll see.
Well, he's still better.
But Martinez.
Let's not go back there.
But Martinez's actual and errors leading to goals is actually not that far off an honest. So I'm not. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, but we're playing in a better team now, though, Yoms.
Yeah. He's got better. He's got worse defenders around him. So.
Where's this new cat come from? Where's he from?
As in, like, country or club?
Club.
I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why.
More like he had an answer for us.
I don't know his name. I don't know where he comes from. I don't know the country he comes from.
Why don't you just say I don't know? If you clarified, is it this question or that question? I don't know the answer to which one is it?
If I say I don't know, you man can't gun the team in it. So
all I'm gonna say is this: that first moment, he comes down and grabs a cross. United fans are gonna go crazy.
He's a hero.
Crazy.
He's a hero, bro. He's the hero. All he has to do is catch a corner. He's a hero. He's a hero, bro. If he catches the first corner.
Wait, this is a 23-year-old Belgium goalie with no international caps.
I wish man didn't have football.
Wow! Is that the hero? Yeah. This is your Enrique Iglesias, the 23-year-old Belgium with no caps.
There's no way. There's no way this guy's not dropping a clanger in this first game.
Yeah,
like 6 in the Belgian Pro League.
This geezer's getting the early years David De Gea treatment from corners.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
If he ends up being as good as David De Gea, I'll take that.
So funny. Let me tell you a funny thing that happened. So you remember when De Gea first joined, and I remember like it was, I think it was like Spanish football. They said, he had a big weakness for shots outside the box. And I remember the first game he played was against Harry Redknapp, and Jimmy Redknapp in the Sky Sports said his dad had told him that they just told the Tottenham players shoot on sight. If you go back and watch that game, Tottenham was shooting from like 40 yards because they saw that he had this weakness of saving shots. It's the wildest thing. I think it's when you had Mendes. Is it that Mendes guy? The guy who scored from the halfway line with the choked off? Go and watch the amount of shots he was taking. They were shooting from far because it was just so funny how that narrative just changes. So let's see if this guy can grab crosses because you know what they're going to do? They're going to stick on right there in the middle of the goal.
Yeah, and so they should. You got to put pressure on him in it. Let's see what he's made of. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say I don't want to. I don't want to see what he's. Let's see what he's made of. That's what I'm saying.
Cool, man. All right, guys. Any other things you want to talk about before I wrap?
I'm just looking forward to the Man United game. Like,
that's gonna be an absolute hell of a
man. I think everyone's complained about how the fixture list has put too many big games at the start of the season. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the fact that we go from like a Liverpool Arsenal, even though that was a bore fest, and we had Man City Tottenham the week before, and now we've got Man United. Sorry, you got Man United against Man City, and then what's next? It's gonna be what? Arsenal, Newcastle, Arsenal, Man City. Like, so many big games. I'm looking forward to it, and also as well from as an Arsenal fan, if we get as many big games out of the way, when it comes to Christmas and that sort of period where it's like game after game after
game, expected to win. Where you're expected to win.
There's going to be. It means that most of the games we're going to play is going to be like teams lower down.
Yeah, that's what I've always said. It's always best to have some sort of run. Whether it's the worst thing to have is have easy game, difficult game, easy game, difficult game. If you have all your difficult games, then that can only be followed by better fixtures, isn't it? So,
but the thing is like it's all relative though as well, because like context of what a difficult game is moves throughout the season.
True.
Like Arsenal have got Forest next game, and Forest are coming off a getting banged. So I always hate playing teams who just got battered the game before, because it means they're going to make changes and adjustments and try and be really solid. And then they've got players like Ndoye and Hudson Odoi. Ndoye and Hudson, yeah, I said that right. Ndoye and Hudson Odoi, and obviously man like Chris Wood. And they've obviously got like McAtee and Hutchinson, and they've just bought Bakwa. It's one of those where Arsenal are either going to be 2-0 up inside the first 20 minutes, or Forest are getting a sucker punch 70th minute goal or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
We got West Ham next, isn't it?
West Ham away.
That's a banker, bro.
No, it's not, because Somerville's fit, and I know he's going to be running at Porro.
Come on, man. That's a banker, man.
West Ham damage to Forest, you know. You didn't see that? They beat them 3-0.
Yeah, but Forest are also shit. So it's like West Ham are shit, bro. They're dead.
What going with Porro though, man? Like, I swear to God, like he either has the best game ever in terms of like whipping balls in.
Who?
Or he's getting Porro. He's getting stripped.
It's his high.
Well, like whipping balls in should have been a pause as well, by the way.
Definitely.
Pause.
Yeah, it's height, it's physicality. Some people just know, innit? Like when it comes to Porro, he ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? But what he does have going forward, you know what I'm saying? He can do a lot of crossing. He can do over the top, diags. He's got all of that. He can overlap. He can do.
Is he better than Frimpong?
You say he can run.
Whoa.
Is he better than Frimpong? Is he one of Jay's?
I don't know. Defensively, I'm not sure. You know, because
he gets dropped a lot, man. He gets dropped a lot. Like,
Jay, we're gonna address this nearer to the end of the season.
What?
This Frimpong talk.
You say Frimpong or Porro? You say Frimpong or Porro?
I'm taking Porro over Frimpong, bro. Even though Porro's
defensively, or
this is what I'm trying. Like, if Porro played for Leverkusen, there'd probably be a statue of him. Yeah, I appreciate Frimpong's a good player, man. But like, it's one of those where
this guy disrespect the thing, you know.
I like Frimpong. He's a good player, but preach, yeah.
You gotta pretend like you're going to be a statue. Like,
no, I'm just.
What has he done in his?
There's levels.
Watch it. Here it goes
to the thing, yeah. And I'm just like, okay,
real levels though, not imaginary levels.
Yeah, but I'm just like, no, you can do the stick talk all you want. Let me not see Soboslai benching him for big games later this season. Then for all this, he's the top right.
You never know.
Let's just see Soboslai benching him, then, bro.
Babies. It might not even happen what you said, and then what?
And then he's rapping. Then at the bare minimum,
no. But let's not pretend. You see what I didn't say. Go down the rabbit hole.
Don't Porro have like a Europa League? He's got the what's the one, the internationals as well. He's got trophies as well. You can bring some.
We'll show you. Don't worry. That's what I said. End of season.
Porro the next option after if Trent didn't go Real as well.
Yeah.
I imagine that.
No. It's facts. They're still looking at him now.
Still though, he gets turned into.
Get that one in your back pocket, didn't you, Ashmite? Could have solved a lot of world hunger if you'd answered that question.
As he said it, I remember, didn't it? I was like, right, you know what?
Ash is just dealing with his own hunger right now.
Get me. Carry on.
Wait, did you get chicken and chips? Is that why you went off screen?
Huh?
Okay, man saw chips and instantly thought chicken. Stop profiling, man.
Am I lying though?
Ash is definitely chicken and chips ordered from a random takeaway on Deliveroo kind of guy, though.
Yeah. I mean, if the Caribbean was open right now, I would be more rice and peas, but obviously it's certain time of night.
Millhouse kebab open till 2.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Everyone's gonna be ordering chicken from those spots at this time. Bro. He don't care. He's I
really don't.
He don't care. He don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's doing its job right now. That's all that matters.
Trust me, it's that time, innit? But, yeah, let me finish my food, innit? Please make sure you like, you share, you hit the subscribe.
Yeah,
man. I want to promote my brothers, innit? Anything to promote?
Yeah, well, Where the Owl Sleep, Sunday night, 9 p.m. every week. Same thing. We're there. This week we're gonna do pretty much what we've done tonight. Who's had the best window? Little breakdown. Get the tactical pad out. See how teams are gonna play going forward.
Hear it. Anyone else? No. All right, man. On that notice, big up, man.
Big up.
Big up.